அனைவருக்கும் மாலை வணக்கங்கள். Very good afternoon each and every one of you who are present over here. We would like to welcome you all to Tamil Nadu's largest career guidance and digital conference that's being presented by 3G IRPS. Today is day 3. So we will start our session sharp at 3 p.m. Before that, we would like to play a couple of videos for you, and this program is getting streamed in Zoom and also in YouTube. So you can watch it in YouTube as well, and if you have the Zoom ID, if you have been a registered participant, you can watch it in Zoom as well. To register, all you need to do is go to the website 3gmelife.com, and you can register as a participant for Tamil Nadu conference. And when it asks for the referral code, you can give it as referral code 002, and you can get registered, and you'll be added to your WhatsApp group, and you'll be getting the link for the webinars. This is the third day, and we are going to have 6 more days. So you can get all the information in the website 3gmelife.com, or once you register, you will be added to the WhatsApp group and you can collect all the information. So now we would like to hand over the session to the technical team to play the videos, and we will start the session by 3 p.m. Alright, technical team, I request you to reshare with the sound. Once you click share screen, you can select computer sound and then play. Thank you so much. அனைவருக்கும் மாலை வணக்கங்கள். This is Tamil Nadu's largest career guidance digital conference day 3. இது கண்டிப்பாக வந்து ரெண்டு லாங்குவேஜில் இருக்க போது. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ஆல் லெட் ஸ்டார்ட் வித் டிஸ்க்ளைமர் பிகாஸ் ஃபார் தி வாண்ட் ஆஃப் தி ஆடியன்ஸ் அக்ராஸ் த குளோப் அண்ட் ஆல்சோ தமிழ்நாட்டில் இருக்கக்கூடிய மக்களுக்காகவும் சொல்லிடுறேன். இது வந்து தமிழ்நாடுஸ் கான்ஃபரன்ஸ்ன்றனால வில் பி யூசிங் மோர் ஆஃப் தமிழ் ஆஸ் வெல். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லெட் மீ கிவ் த டிஸ்க்ளைமர் ஃபார் தி நான் தமிழ் ஸ்பீக்கிங் ஆடியன்ஸ். Since this is for Tamil Nadu's conference, we'll be using a little bit of Tamil also in between, but don't worry, we are not excluding you or we are not isolating you. What of the content that has to be conveyed to you will be translating in English as well, or sometimes that may be missed, but need not worry because sometimes we keep seeing message in the chat box saying please communicate in English. Of course, we'll maintain the maximum level to English and a little bit of Tamil for the local flavor. அதே மாதிரி தமிழ் மக்களுக்கு என்னுடைய ரெக்வஸ்ட் என்ன அப்படின்னா, நம்ம வந்து என்னங்க தமிழ்நாடு கான்ஃபரன்ஸ் போட்டு இங்கிலீஷில் நிறைய பண்ணுறீங்க அப்படின்னா, நம்மளுடைய மக்கள் வந்து உலகளாவே பார்க்குறாங்க, லைக் ஆல் இண்டியா லெவல்லையும் பார்க்குறாங்க, அக்ராஸ் த குளோப்ல வந்து பார்க்குறாங்கன்னு சொல்லும்போது அவங்களுக்கும் புரியணும், இந்த நாலேஜ் ரீச் ஆகணும் அப்படின்றதுக்காக நம்ம இங்கிலீஷ்லையும் பண்ண வேண்டிய நிலைமையில் இருக்கும். ஸோ நம்ம தமிழ்லையும் பேசுவோம், இங்கிலீஷ்லையும் பேசுவோம். அதனால் வந்து அட்ஜஸ்ட் பண்ணினா நல்லாயிருக்கும். ஏன்னா அந்த ஒரு கமெண்ட் மட்டும் சேட் பாக்ஸில் அவாய்ட் பண்ணால் நல்லாயிருக்கும். ஏன்னா அது பண்ணும்போது ஒரு ஸ்பீக்கருக்கு வந்து ஒரு ஆங்ஸைட்டி ஆகிடும், என்னடா நம்ம தமிழில் பேசும்போது இங்கிலீஷே கேட்டுருக்காங்களே அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. ஸோ அந்த ஒரு விஷயத்தை மட்டும் நான் அவாய்ட் பண்ணலாம். வித் தட் நோட் ஐ வுட் லைக் டு ஒன்ஸ் அகெயின் welcome you all to Tamil Nadu's largest career guidance digital conference day 3, and last 2 days we had a full day grand opening, and today onwards it's going to be 3 to 6 p.m. every day for the next 5 days. That is from Monday to Friday. It's going to be from 3 to 6 p.m. And today, without any further delay, I would like to start this session. We have a lot of other announcements as well as always. This is a World Book of Records event and you are going to get free certificates. And now let me not delay because we have the speaker already ready over here. So before I introduce you to you, I would request you to maintain a little bit of patience until the first session gets over. After the first session, we'll give the announcement about the certificates, all of the things, how to fill the feedback from all those things. So with that note, I would like to welcome the first speaker to talk about herself. Again, my introduction will be a little bit of English and Tamil. She has been an advocate for the last 25 years, and also, I mean, she has been in this TV industry for the last 25 years, and I can say she has been ruling the industry அப்படின்னு சொல்லலாம். ஏன்னா அவங்களுடைய ஒரு ஃபேமஸான ஷோலாம் சொல்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி அவங்களுடைய ஒரு டெடிகேஷனை பார்த்த ப்ரொடியூசர்ஸ் வந்து they have been lining up her with so many shows. அதில் some of the significant signature shows அப்படின்னு சொல்லணும் அப்படின்னா கல்லூரி கலாட்டா, நீங்கள் கேட்ட பாடல், கேண்டிட் கேமரா, வந்ததும் வருவதும், புது பாடல், ஓடி விளையாடு பாப்பா இப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு சன் டிவியோட ஃபேஸாகவே இருந்தாங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லலாம். கிட்டத்தட்ட ஒரு 25 இயர்ஸ் அப்படின்னு நான் சொல்லும்போது யூ கேன் இமேஜின் கேபிள் டிவி அப்படின்றதுலாம் ஓரளவுக்கு அப்போ தான் தலையெடுத்த பீரியட். நம்ம டிடி மெட்ரோ அப்படின்றத தாண்டி சேட்டலைட் சேனல் அப்படின்றது வந்தது, கேபிள் டிவி வந்ததுலாம் அந்த பீரியடில் வந்து ஷி ஸ்டார்டட் ரூலிங் அப்படின்றத நம்ம சொல்லலாம். அண்ட் அவங்களுடைய ஒரு லெவல் மேலே வர பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அவங்க யாருக்கு தேங்க் பண்ணுறாங்கன்னா, இது வந்து ரொம்ப ரொம்ப முக்கியமான ஷோ, ஆட்டிடியூட் ஆஃப் கிராட்டிடியூட் சொல்லுவாங்க. அவங்களுடைய சக்ஸஸ் என்றைக்குமே அவங்க டெடிகேட் பண்ணக்கூடியது அவங்களுடைய ஃப்ரெண்ட் பிரியதர்ஷினிக்கும், அவங்களுடைய ரோல் மாடல் ஆக்ட்ரஸ் குஷ்பு இஸ் கரண்ட்லி ஸ்போக்ஸ் பர்சன் ஃபார் ஐஎன்சி. இவங்கள தான் வந்து அவங்க வந்து எப்போவுமே அவங்க வந்து தேங்க்ஸ் சொல்லிட்டே இருக்கணும்னு ஆசைப்படுறாங்க. அதோட ஒரு அடுத்த கட்டமாக என்னென்னா, அவங்க வந்து குஷ்பு ரோல் மாடல் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறதால பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அவங்களுடைய ட்ரெஸ்ஸிங்கில் ஆரம்பித்து அவங்களோட நிறைய விஷயங்கள் வந்து அப்படியே குஷ்பு மாதிரியே பண்ணுவாங்க. அதனாலேயே இவங்க வந்து சின்ன திரை குஷ்பு அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க, குஷ்பு ஆஃப் தி ஸ்மால் ஸ்கின் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு கூப்பிட ஆரம்பிச்சாங்க. அண்ட் ஷீ இஸ் எ ஒரேஷியஸ் ரீடர்னு சொல்லலாம். எப்போவுமே ஏதாவது படிச்சுட்டே இருக்கணும், என்னுடைய லைஃப் இப்படியே நான் சுருக்கிக்க கூடாது, நிறைய பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு படித்தாங்க. அப்படி என்ன படித்தாங்க அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, ஷீ இஸ் பிகம் அன் அட்வொகேட், எம்காம் எம்எல் முடிச்சிருக்கிறாங்க. இது மாதிரி அட்வொகேட் ஆனதுக்கப்புறமா உங்களுக்கு எல்லாருக்குமே தெரியும், நம்ம லைஃப்பில் வளர we get busy, we will not have time to spend with people, not even with the friends. நமக்கு டைம் கிடைக்காம அவ்வளோ பிஸி ஆகும். ஆனால் இவங்க லாயர் ஆனதுக்கப்புறம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இவங்ககிட்ட கவுன்சிலிங் வரவங்களுக்காக இருக்கும், இல்லை கேஸ்க்கு வரவங்களா இருக்கட்டும், எந்த நேரம் கால் பண்ணாலும் சரி, ஈவன் இஃப் இட்ஸ் லேட் நைட் லேட் ஒர்க்கிங் ஹவர்ஸ் இருந்தாலும் சரி, தயங்காமல் கால் எடுத்து அவங்களுக்கு வந்து ஒரு சொல்யூஷன்ஸ் கொடுக்கக்கூடிய லெவலில் மாறினாங்க. அண்ட் ஷி didn't stop her career only with Sun TV. அதுக்கப்புறமா ஷி வாஸ் வித் ராஜ் டிவி, நிலா டிவி, ஜெயா டிவி, அது மாதிரி எந்த சேனல் பார்த்தீங்கன்னாலும் யூ would have seen her. ஸோ இதெல்லாம் தாண்டி ஒன்ஸ் அகேன் நான் ஒரு விஷயம் சொல்கிற விஷயம், நம்ம எல்லாம் பிஸியாக இருக்கோம், ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸுக்கே டைம் கொடுக்க முடியல அப்படின்னு சொல்லும்போது நம்மளுடைய ஹெல்த்துக்கு நம்ம நிறைய பேர் நம்ம பார்த்துக்க மாட்டோம். ஆனால் இவங்க பார்த்தீங்கன்னா கரெக்டாக ஒரு ஒர்க் லைஃப் பேலன்ஸ் பண்ணக்கூடிய ஒரு லேடி அப்படின்னு சொல்லலாம். லைக் ஒரு ப்ரொஃபஷனல் லைஃப், என்னோட ஹெல்த்தும் வந்து வெரி கான்ஷியஸ் சொல்லிட்டு கரெக்டாக மெயின்டைன் பண்ணக்கூடிய ஒரு பர்சன். இன்றைக்கி என்ன டாப்பிக்கில் பேச போகிறாங்க அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ், ப்ரெசன்டேஷன், ப்ரெசன்ஸ் ஆஃப் மைண்ட், கீ டு சக்ஸஸ் for news anchors அப்படின்ற டாப்பிக்கில் பேச போகிற மிஸ்ஸஸ் மகாலட்சுமி ஆர். I would like to welcome her onto the stage without any delay. Thank you so much for accepting our invite, ma'am. It's our pleasure having you here. So now over to Mahalakshmi, ma'am. So Nadu, you can bring her onto the screen. If she has not yet turned on the video, she can turn it on. Yes, welcome, ma'am.
Me?
Yes, we can hear you, ma'am.
Okay. So the video is also clear there?
Yes, clear. Video is clear and audio is clear.
Okay. Hi to one and all here present. See, most of the time I will talk in Tamil as well as in English. So even if the questions are in English, I don't mind. I'll definitely give an answer for that. And I want it to be a little interactive. I want people also to talk. If you all have any question, yeah, good evening. Happy to meet you all. Yes, the intro that you gave, only after you told me all this, I realized, okay, I've done so much. That's really good. But till date, every day is a learning phase for me. So to be a part of this career guidance, calling me, inviting me, I really thank you all for that first. As I said, concentration, confidence, presence of mind. 100% these three are required for a newsreader. Yeah, I'm doing well. Hi to all who are keeping on texting me. See, the thing is, if you all want to become a newsreader, everyone keeps saying your pronunciation must be very, very good. You'll have to concentrate in the Tamil, all that. Yes, your pronunciation must be good. But nowadays, see, earlier, I've been here for 25 years in this field. So I know the drastic change that keeps on going. Now I'm with the younger generation. So I have to cope up with them. And successfully, I'm able to do that. I'm really happy for that. So earlier, the news reading, it was only you'll have the script in the paper, you'll have to just go through and read it. It was like that. Then it was through a prompter. Now, if you see, most of the newses are live. When we just keep on reading the news, we have a talk back and they give us an instruction and they say, now there's a meeting there, you'll have to talk now right away. So you have to be updated with whatever is happening. Kushbu was in INC and now she is in Bajaka. So that is the difference. You'll have to know what is happening currently. You must stand for it. You must know the current update. You must have your confidence, whatever you're talking, because it is the hard work of so many people around. I think it's too much of English. Can I go in Tamil also? Or I am comfortable continuing in English? See, the thing is, there are so many people who are working behind. It is the editors, it's the sub editors, then it's the cameraman. But their faces are not seen at all. All their hard work, it is total burden is on the newsreader. She has to carry it. So if we blabber, if we stammer, if we are not able to produce it correctly, all the effort gets shattered. So we have so much of big burden that is on our head. So every day, whenever I read my news, according to me, it's the toughest job. Okay. So Asma says she wants me to talk in English, so I'll just go on with it. If there's someone who wants me to tell something in Tamil, please do tell me. Okay. So when you sit and when it's a live, whatever you utter, you cannot change. That tension, I'm telling you, you'll have thousands of butterflies inside your stomach every day. Either it be 25 years of experience or 10 years of experience, that doesn't matter at all. Each day is a new day. So when this is a career guidance, when you would like to know what to do, if you all want to become a newsreader, first, you must have a very good language skill. You have to know Tamil or whatever language you all decide, the pronunciations. See, currently, there are so many politicians whose mother language is, their mother tongue is Hindi, but they try to say Tirukural. And you know in what funny language they are telling the Tirukural. But when we are as a newsreader, even if it is an English word or even if it's an Hindi word, you'll have to tell it correctly. So to some extent, you must know the current scenario. You must know what's happening. You must have the knowledge of what's going on around. That will be the first thing. And confidence. See, as I already told you, there'll be thousands of butterflies inside the stomach, but you cannot show that on screen. When people see us, even if it's for just 5 seconds or 10 seconds, they show us and then they show the video, all the stuff. When we are on frame, if we stammer or if we show the fear that we have, we are lost. Because this is such a competitive world, your place, there are so many, it's like thousands of people who want your place. So to keep your place safe and you have to stand in that place, you must be strong enough. You have to cope up, for which 100% concentration is required. You have to concentrate in what you're doing. Even when you're sitting, see, there might be certain personal issues. You would have had a fight in your house and you will come here. Whatever be, but when you are sitting on frame, People are not worried about all that. They don't even want to know your personal life. They are not even worried whether you're happy or sad. So your concentration, once you sit, the best justice to your profession will be concentrate, concentrate, concentrate. Either your bulletin be for 1 hour or it might be for half an hour, whatever be the timing, you have to totally concentrate on that. And then why I say presence of mind is key of success. See, this is totally a gadget world. Now I'm talking to you all. All this is happening online. If there's no net, then might be we cannot talk. So everywhere, each and every thing plays a role to have a proper program, right? So when we are reading news, at times what happens, it's a prompter. So they have to give the lines which we have to read. You cannot cook up and put some words because it's news. You have to tell it correctly. At times it happens, the prompter doesn't work or they scroll off the line very fast. But you shouldn't stammer. At that time, it's a presence of mind which helps us. You'll have to understand, okay, we were reading this. This will definitely be this word. You have to place the word. And then again, you should not get scared. That is where the confidence works. That is where the concentration works. So I always feel if you have a concentration, if you have confidence, and if you have presence of mind, you will definitely be a very, very good news reader. Till date, if anyone says that I read news very well, I don't agree at all. Till date, I feel I'm in the learning phase. I have to learn more. I'm never satisfied. Anytime when I see me on frame, I only see the drawbacks that are there. No, I don't look nice today. No, I don't read it well. This word should have been pronounced this way. So you have to keep on acquainting yourself. You have to keep on learning things. You have to groom yourself. If you see, see, I've 25 years I've been here. So earlier, the makeup that I did, earlier, the hairdo that I did, everything was totally different. And now I have so many youngsters who are sitting beside me and reading the news. So even when it's being compared, I should keep pace with the younger generation. I think successfully I am doing that. And I'm very happy and very comfortable in my profession. And till date, I'm very successful only because it is multifaceted. I don't just concentrate in one. If at all, I would have thought only anchoring or comparing is my profession, and I wouldn't have concentrated in other things, I wouldn't have been successful. Every day, I start learning something or the other. I've also done a short film now recently. That's my first acting and my first dubbing. Though I've been working for 26 years, this is my 27th year. Dubbing, that was the first time that I did. But my short film turned to be very, very successful. So that it was such a big boost for me. So that is what I'm trying to tell you all. You all shouldn't not, you have to just listen to your heart. I feel that way. Whatever advice, even if I give you some advice, just listen to it. But if your heart says something, just go for it. Only two things might happen. One, whatever your heart says, if you do, either you'll be successful. Even if it's going to be a failure, you will going to learn a lesson from that. So both ways, it's good. So I feel you have to just be happy, explore your life, learn things. News reading is the best profession, I would feel. And I'm very happy that I selected that. Even my people, even now they tease me. You are a news reader, unbelievable, like that they say, because my pronunciation was so bad. In my schoolings, my Tamil mark was very, very less. I will like, if at all I get something, a real good mark, I keep saying, no, this is not my paper. Did you check? Really, is it my paper? But today I'm a news reader, and that too Tamil news reader. So at times when I read news and when there are some difficult words and I read it, my subconscious mind teases me. Oh, come on, you are trying to read this and you're doing it well. So every day is a good experience for me. And I would like, as a career guidance, I would like you people to understand this world has got so much to learn. And there are so many beautiful things in this world. We don't require any comparison. We don't require any jealousiness. We don't require anything in this life. We have to just live our life to that most. Just enjoy each and every moment. There's so much of things loaded here. So select your profession, select whatever is good for you. Taking road not taken would be the best part. I always feel that way. Because If everyone is following one track, just following that track will never work out. You have to change. If people say don't do that, you'll have to do that if your mind says to do. That is how I've been living my life till date. And I'm really very happy the way I'm living my life. And then, particularly, if anyone you've got some questions, you all can definitely post. I will also answer for that. There are many highs that I see from here. Hope you people are enjoying. I'm not. I, the thing is, yes, as of now, my profession is fine. Anything else for the career guidance for news readers? You'll have to know the costumes, what costumes you have to wear, how presentable it should be. All that is very, very important. Hi to one and all. I just love you all. I'm so happy to be a part of this. If at all something which I talk is reaching your mind and there's some change in your life, I'll be very happy. Okay, see, you must have definitely have costume sense. You must definitely look presentable. And for each lighting, the makeup changes. So you have to learn everything. You have to know how it is, because we have a green mat and then we have a proper set. So the lighting changes. According to that, your makeup should change. And as the MC said, I was very happy whatever he said. Yes, I'm very, very careful about my health. I take care very well. I do exercise. I regularly do yoga. So doing all that is really very useful. As a news reader, if you want to join, the best part would be start reading news from now itself. Record the audio, hear it. The words should be clear. A simple technique. It is not that the way you are, the way you present, that is more important. The first point will be record the news, whatever you're reading. Keep the audio away and just walk. Even if you're traveling or you're in the next room, you must be able to hear what is happening. Each and every word should be clear and precise. That is very, very, very important. Normally, instead of the visual way, it is only the audio. If your audio is good and clear, whatever you say, if it reaches the people who is in the next room also, then you're successful. And when you read news, the last word, it will be very difficult to complete. People, they do not complete it correctly. So you have to concentrate in all that. Pronunciation of each and every word, the language. Or if you're a Tamil news reader, it doesn't mean that you should not know English, you should not know Hindi. You must know the multi languages. If at all you don't have the language skill, also, at least the basic words, the basic pronunciations. It's Joe Biden. So many keep saying Joe Biden. So it's like that. You have to know what's happening around. And I would like to tell you one experience that I had. When I had an artificial tooth kept. It was a temporary one. After 2 days, I'll have to keep the proper one, okay, the permanent one. When I was reading my news, all of a sudden it just came out. But I'm on screen and it's a live, and I just cannot walk out saying, no, my tooth has come out. And that too, it was the front teeth. That was the presence of mind. Whenever they showed me on screen, I was able to manage. None of them knew that I had this problem. I just got hold of the teeth and I was reading my news. And trust me, that day I read very well. So I always feel you should not get panicked. Whatever happens, you must have the presence of mind to handle things. Your concentration. That is why I always keep saying the three words: concentration, confidence, and presence of mind. I hope all you people will be successful in your career, whatever it might be. And most of the people like to come on screen. If you all want to be on screen and you want to be recognized, you want to be famous, everyone loves to be that way. Everyone loves to be famous. Everyone wants people to like us. It is a little bit of hard work that you have to do for that. That's all. And today there are so many openings, many channels. You have YouTube. See, earlier you didn't have all that. Now, Nandini, the person who is the main reason for me to sit here, I've seen her shows. Oh my God, whatever it be, even if it's a live program or whatever be, she can carry the whole crowd. She keeps everyone entertaining. That charismatic way of handling things. And today, the anchor, I don't even know him, but he knew so much of me. He was prepared enough to talk. We didn't even talk before that. So when he was talking about me, I was listening, okay, so I've really done so much. Okay, fine, that sounds good. So every day, when you're stepping the next day of your life, just rewind and see what you have done. If there's something wrong that you've done and you yourself don't like it, don't repeat it again. And then, secondly, I don't like comparing. I can never do that. And please, this, even if it's a very big piece of advice and you all don't like the advice, please take my advice. Don't compare with anyone. You need not lead the life of others. Just lead your life in your own style, the best way. And whoever is listening today, if you all are successful in your career and there's some point which I said is working out, I'll be very, very, very happy. Never compare with anyone because they have their own burdens. Okay, and then they have their own sorrows. If you want to compare with someone and you want to become them, are you ready to take exactly what all they have? Definitely no. We want to live our life and we'll be happy only if we lead our life the way we want to. So, first, no comparison. And first, decide your career. There's so much of opening today. See, just imagine one simple point. If you want to become a hero or heroine, earlier you had to go to the director, you have to perform, you have to show your talent, all that. Now the world is so big. You have a good story. Just take a short film, upload it. People will watch. Once there are so many people who are enjoying it, automatically people will come in queue and ask. You'll get so much of opportunities. So the world has become very beautiful, loaded with opportunities. I think I'm taking much of my time.
Uh, yeah, ma'am, thank you very much, Nandini here. That was a wonderful compliment. Thank you very much. I'm really humbled. And there's a question here, ma'am. Actually, a person is asking, like the students are asking, what is the mandatory course that needs to be done by the students who aspire to become news reader?
There's no particular course or anything, or there's no such degree or something that you have to complete to become a news reader. It is only your language skill. Anything else?
All right. Okay. So in that case, like, if it is going to be in English, okay, so what they have to do, or if it is going to be in Tamil, what they have to do. That is what they're asking. Like, in the sense, like, few people will be aspiring to become an English news reader and few
Okay.
will be good at Tamil. So they want to become a Tamil news reader. Sorry. So in that case, like, is there anything mandatory that they have to do?
See, if that's what I'm trying to say. If there is, you'll have to go for an interview. They will have an audio test and video. There will be an audition. In that audition, the way you read, that is more important. And that too, either it be a Tamil news reading or English news reading, whatever it might be. First and foremost, they will have a test. In the test, they will be running the prompter. You'll have to sit. You'll have to read the news. The way you present, the way your diction is, the way your pronunciation is, that matters. Then the second point will be, or as I already told you, most of the newses are live. Might be the CM or the PM, they're just coming and attending some meeting. See, yesterday itself we had it, the National Day. So at that time, they all of a sudden they prompt to us. They say it's a PM's meeting. You'll have to know the names. That's all simple. So you must be little intellectual. You have to have the knowledge, the current affairs. Without knowing the current affairs, you cannot be successful as a newsreader. Anchoring all this stuff, it is like you have to just go on in the flow. You can talk, you can just understand the crowd, you will have to mingle with the crowd. But when it's news reading, it is totally not that. You have to know the current affairs. Your diction must be good. You must be presentable. Then, anything else?
Wonderful, ma'am. Last one question.
Yeah.
They're asking how to use the prompt, like as in the eyeball correction, how to face the camera. Like, both the prompter and camera facing is a little challenging thing. So they wanted to know about that.
I'll absolutely teach you all how that is. It's, see, first and foremost, the first line, and then the second, the third, the fourth. If you keep moving your eyeball according to the line, it will look as if you're stammering and you're blinking. So please don't do that. Let the line come in front. You'll have to wait for the line. So you just keep your frame fixed. the lines should move and come towards you. Only then the eyeball will not shift. So there are many people who keep on blinking. That also should not be there. See, it's not like half an hour at a stretch, they show your frame. So whatever you want to do, when you're not on frame, you can do that. But when you're on frame, just keep your face fixed. You know, this is the angle. The line should move and come towards you, but you should not move towards the line. That is how you have to handle a prompter. See, there are some channels where they give you the scroll. You can scroll. So according to your speed, you can just move the line. But where I work, the scroll is not in our control. It is in the PCR. So they will be scrolling and we have to read. At times they are slow, at times they are fast. So that is a challenging task because we will be on screen. I cannot wave my hand and tell them, please scroll it correctly. I cannot do that. That is why I told you presence of mind. When you know that you're in trouble, the prompter is not working or something, maybe you can just move the paper and just handle it. But everywhere, confidence is required. Anything on, Nandini?
That's wonderful, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am. All the other questions are already answered by you, so not a problem. Thank you very much. If at all any new questions coming up, then probably I can, take it offline, so I can, message you and get the answers and give it back to the audience.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful, ma'am. Thank you very much, and handing over the event to the MC.
Alright, thank you so much, ma'am. உங்களுடைய இந்த ஒரு 27 years experience வந்து ரொம்ப அழகாக வந்து எங்களுக்கு காமிச்சிங்க. And yes, one important thing I would like to highlight here அப்படின்றது நீங்கள் ரொம்ப அழகாக பாயிண்ட் அவுட் பண்ணீங்க, especially when you spoke about குஷ்பு மேம். எனக்கு இந்த ஸ்கிரிப்ட் வந்தப்போ 3 days பேக் வந்து ஷி வாஸ் இன் சம் அதர் திங் அண்ட் தட்ஸ் அ வெரி பிக் லேர்னிங் ஃபார் மீ ஆஸ் அன் ஆங்கர். ஏன்னா அது வந்து ரொம்ப ரொம்ப அழகாகவும் சொன்னீங்க நீங்கள். அட் த சேம் டைம் வந்து தட்ஸ் அ லேர்னிங் ஃபார் ஆல் தி ஆங்கர்ஸ் ஹியர். அண்ட் ஏன்னா நமக்கு ஒரு ஸ்கிரிப்ட் 3 days முன்னாடி வந்து இன்னைக்கு உட்காந்து பண்ணும்போது வாட் இஸ் எ கரண்ட் அப்டேட் அப்படின்னு தெரிஞ்சிருக்கணும். தட்ஸ் அ பிக் மிஸ்டேக் அண்ட் ஆங்கர் கேன் டூ. தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச். இது மாதிரியான விஷயங்கள் ஆங்கருக்காகவும் நியூஸ்க்காகவும். எஸ் மேம்.
Your good name, sir?
தமிழரசன். ஐ எம் நந்தினிஸ் பிஸ்னஸ் பார்ட்னர்.
என்னை பத்தி எனக்கே இவ்வளவு தெரியாது. தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச்.
தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச் மேம். இட்ஸ் அ ப்ளஷர் ஹேவிங் யூ ஓவர் ஹியர். And உங்களோட டைமை ரெஸ்பெக்ட் பண்ணுறதுக்காக we'd like to hand over a certificate for you. That's an e-certificate. I would request you to accept. So I would request the technical team to display the certificate. Yeah. So that's a beautiful certificate for you from 3G. That will also be emailed to you or also WhatsApp to you. Thank you so much once again. All right. Okay, audience.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma. Thank you.
All right. So having had a wonderful start today, day 3 of Career Guidance Conference, and now without further delay, we'd like to move on to the next session. To invite the speaker for the next session, I'd like to welcome the MC Renu onto the stage.
Thank you, RK. So moving ahead, we have the next speaker, Mr. Praveen Prameshwar, organization development expert turned entrepreneur, thought leader, and policy advocate in career planning, is the co-founder and CEO of Lifeology. Along with being an author and a well-known TEDx speaker, Praveen is the originator and proponent of 5 influential models in career planning, including Lifeology Trait, Lifeology Course Selection Matrix, Lifeology University Selection Grid, Lifeology Country Selection Framework, and Lifeology Disc Model. He founded and nurtured his own brand, Lifeology, Guinness World Record winning India's first career ecosystem for parents in January 2018. He's a certified life coach, certified human resource development trainer, and certified in transactional analysis and neuro-linguistic programming. In addition to this, he has empowered over 100 organizations by training their strategies, employee development practices, and developing leaders while he worked as a human resource development expert. Mr. Prameshwar is also the proud author of Thinking Beyond the Paradigm, Debunking 10 Myths in Youth, which was published in January 2015. His achievements know no bounds and have been inspiring him to pave a new path of success. In the next 5 years, he sees Lifeology serving more than 30 million parents from 100+ countries across every continent using mechanism and techniques based on artificial intelligence and catalyzing deep learning for students. While anchoring Lifeology's major operation in India, he plans to play an integral role in guiding global parents related to the decision regarding education, career, and future of their children. Thus, I welcome you, sir.
Good afternoon, all. Thank you very much. So, first of all, thank you very much for providing an opportunity or extending an invitation to be a part of this conclave. And I do appreciate Swiji, Dr. Shuhi Cholail, and the entire team for taking up this larger mission. I have spoken on in your Kerala conclave as well, and now it's the second one. So, I wish every great success for your further and future activities as well. So, today, the topic which I'm going to share with you is about why career guidance fail? Or for the people who attend, if you are a career guidance practitioner, I'm just trying to address why many approaches by career guidance, many career guidance programs, why they fail, number one. And number two, if you are a student, what sort of a career guidance practice wouldn't be good for you? So what sort of a practice you should follow? So these are the angles. So in precise, why career guidance fail? So I believe there are 5 reasons we have to keep in mind for why career guidance fail. And the first and the most important point. So what I can do is I will present all these 5 points and maybe by taking next 20 minutes time so that the next 5 to 10 minutes can be taken for Q&A. So let me just start. So why career guidance fail? The first reason why many times the career guidance fail is we go for very short sessions in career guidance, because normally what we go to a career guidance practitioner or a provider or a company, so just for a short while. Maybe normally how career guidance work, we go to a person or company or a system or a platform and take up an assessment and sit with a coach for 2 sessions or 3 sessions or maximum 4 sessions. That means we are trying to take a decision. We are trying to take a decision regarding our lifetime just by spending 3 to 4 hours of a short coaching or a counseling process. So this such a very short session cannot even address the deeper sense of career, the deeper sense of self, and there cannot be a meaningful or productive conversation possible between the coach and the student or the client. So what happens, we end up in temporary, or we end up in some, I would say, half decisions. And normally half decisions will not be implemented. So we take up an assessment, we sit with the coach, we have some interim communications, short communications, we take a half decision, and normally the half decisions wouldn't get implemented properly. So what happens, even though people are going for career guidance systems, so they don't implement the decisions after taking the decision. So it is a short, the short sessions are the villain over there. So for becoming successful in career guidance, so I believe the longer sessions need to be there, because the process of career guidance a school is implementing, or a parent is implementing for the child, or a person is taking up for himself, should be a minimum of, I would say, 3 to 5 years long. Because it is worth to take it, because we are taking a decision which is going to decide the direction, dimension, and the level of our life. So number one, why career guidance fail? The first reason is we are taking very short career guidance capsules, which wouldn't be helping ourselves to take an implementable decision. That is number one. Number two, the career guidance fail because we are not involving the most important factor in career guidance, parents. Normally, career guidance sessions are happening in school or online, whereas a child would be discussing with the consultant or with the coach and take the decision accordingly. But mostly, the most important person who is relevant in the decision of career for a child, parent, is not being a part. So, practically what I have seen in my life is, so the child would be discussing with the coach and take some half decisions and go to house, and the parent would say that, Beta, it is absolutely fine, but I have a different plan for you. Or would say that it is great, but I don't have enough budget to support you. It is absolutely fine, but I cannot send you to that college. It is great, but you should go to another option. So the thought process of the parent and the thought process of the child is not getting properly aligned. So why this happens? Because the Indian career guidance system is absolutely following the US or the UK way. And in the US and UK way, so the parent is not such a critical factor in the decision of career for a child. So when we are taking it to India, whereas the family system is very, very important and playing a great role, so that fails. So what I believe is, So the career is a family decision, not an individual person's decision. I mean, not even a parent's decision, not even a child's only decision. It has to be taken together by the family. So I believe it is very, very important if you want to get a successful career guidance for the future. So the coach, a career counselor or a coach or a company into career guidance should involve the family in full. And if you are a student and you wish to go for counseling or taking up a career coaching session, you should go there with a family, because otherwise the probability of getting the decisions implemented is extremely low. So that is my second point. So the third point is, many times in career guidance, we are not open to exploration. We go to a career coach or a career guide or a counselor to get them signed under our decisions. Because what I have seen is, you would be having a thought in mind that I want to be a doctor, or I want to be a lawyer, or I want to be a journalist. And we go to the career coach to get that decision underlined. So many times I have seen and experienced that the parent or the child would be forcing the career counselor to say whether, what they are taking or what they are thinking at that point of time is right. So that means they are only trying to validate their decisions, not trying to take that decision, not trying to take a positive decision by open exploration. So if we go for a career coaching or a counseling process, we should go there with an open mind, and a mind which is open for exploration. I believe that is another very important point. And if not, the career coaching will be a failure in nature. So we should not go there just to validate our thoughts, but with an open mind. So the fourth reason why many times career guidance fail is our limited information bias. Limited information bias means, so from our limited exposure or experience, we would be having certain thoughts in our mind. That means, like, this career is good, that career is bad. So this university is good, that university is bad. So we are always struggling with this limited information and trying to get explanations for this limited information. That would also that wouldn't work very well. So when we go for an open career exploration process. And the fifth reason why career guidance may fail is, many times the current career guidance is not considering the potential changes which are going to happen in the world. So that means, so currently we are trying to map student against the existing career possibilities. But as per the Oxford Martin School study or the World Economic Forum report or by the World Bank report analysis, all these says more than 50% of the jobs which are existing now, so will not be there in 2030. So that means we are guiding students to a set of jobs which are not going to exist after 2030. But what we should do, we should be preparing students or children to get into jobs which are not existing now, which is a very tough task. So the career guidance currently is becoming a failure because it is not addressing the massive changes which are going to happen in future. So what should be there? We should introduce students or expose students to the drastic massive changes happening in the world and the predictions for the future, and get them accustomed to the future career possibilities. So that itself would be changing the paradigm of thinking of a person and taking them to a new world. To make it very precise, the 5 reasons why career guidance fail. Reason number 1, so we are taking short sessions. Reason number 2, we are not involving the most important stakeholder in career, parent. Reason number 3, we are not ready for open exploration, but trying to validate our thoughts. So reason number 4, we are only having limited information about career and trying to take up a decision within that limited information. So we're not breaking the comfort zones and moving forward. And reason number 5, and the most important reason, we are trying to map ourselves or our kids or our clients to the existing jobs, whereas we are least considering the massive changes happening in this world. So we may be telling a person, just an example, we may be telling a person, you are very good to be a banker. But the problem is, will there be bankers in 2030? We may be telling a student that you are good for print journalism. But the problem is, will there be print journalism in 2030? We may be telling a student that you are very good to be a radiologist. But the problem there is, will there be a position for a radiologist in a hospital in 2030? We would be telling a student, you are capable to be a lawyer. but will there be the lawyers as of they are today? So in 2030. So this is another major reason why career guidance fail. So my way forward, I would say, to get a successful career guidance for yourself, children, or even practitioners, you should consider these points. And when you are taking it up, number one, take a long session. Give a minimum of 3 to 5 years for deciding your career, which is very important. Because just think one in mind, even to when you are doing a plan for a tour, even to decide between Malaysia and Singapore, you would be taking a year to take the decision. So now you're taking the decision about your future in the next 3-4 decades. So you should spend minimum 3 to 5 hours of analysis to decide the career. Number two, involve parents every time when you're discussing about career. It's very, very important in India. Number three, don't try to validate your thought, but keep yourself mind open for exploration. Number four, it's very important to get maximum information regarding the career and try to decide accordingly. And number five, and the most important part, understand about the current changes happening in the world and prepare yourself for the careers which are not existing today. It's a tough task, but that's the only way to groom ourselves to move forward for. So these are the my point of view regarding why the current career guidance fail and what we should do to move forward. And there is a reason why I'm telling this, because career guidance as an industry is prevailing in India for minimum last 4 decades. By the rules of the government, in every CBSE school, there is a counselor who is also addressing career. There is a free career assessment tool which has been provided by CBSE. In every city in India, there are multiple number of career counselors. In every metros in India, there are companies who are doing career guidance. There are minimum five companies in India who are successfully running online career guidance. Irrespective of all this, how many children you know around yourself who has taken a very scientific, systematic, analytical, objective career decision? Let me repeat, all these systems are in place, but how many people you know who have taken the right career decisions by utilizing all the systems? I would say the number is a micro minority in my personal experience, because these reasons for the failure of career guidance provide. Only if we overtake this decision and do the implementation rightly, we can experience the best career guidance in the world and in India. So I would say, students, take this in your mind when you opt for career guidance programs. Parents, keep this in your mind when you are taking your child to career guidance programs. Practitioners, companies, entrepreneurs, professionals, kindly consider these points when you are crafting your programs, because otherwise you would be implementing programs without a scalable number of case studies in place. Thank you very much for the attendees. Now it's open to questions. If there are questions, I am very interested to take up the questions. Over to you, MCs.
Thank you so much, Mr. Praveen. All right, let's look out for some questions from audience side. Or else if you'd like to add up something more, yes, we do have some more time. You can continue.
Yeah, absolutely. So I have a lot of points to say, but
yes, please continue. Definitely. You can take 10 more minutes. And not an issue. You can take 10 more minutes, not an issue.
Okay. So any questions at this point of time? Okay, no. So then let me just share a couple of more points. So all these 5 points I'm just closing over there, and I'm just opening another important point. So when I was introduced, so one interesting point, one point was mentioned is like the lifeology triad. So from my experience, it is very important to consider 3 P's when you are deciding your career. And which are those 3 P's? Number 1, passion. Number 2, personality. Number 3, possibilities. Passion means the area which you really, really want to or tempting to work in. Got it. And when you're thinking about passion, the possibility is there that you may be mixing passion with some, I would say, momentary infatuations. It's like the real love and infatuation. You have to dig into and understand whether the love is real or it is just an infatuation when you are getting into love with a person. In the same way, when you are getting into love with a career, it is very important to dig into, think deeper, discuss with people, and understand whether it is based on real passion or it is just a momentary infatuation. So, but it is, if you can convert your passion to your profession, that's the best thing in your life, because you don't even feel that you're working for a day. You just feel that you're doing something for your satisfaction, and still it will serve the purpose of your living. So very important to consider passion, the first P. But when you consider passion, try to demarcate between passion and infatuation. One. Second is personality. Even if you are very passionate to do something, if your personality is not in sync, that may create a problem. So personality means, number one, your aptitude, your intelligence level or intelligence orientation, whether you are an introvert or an extrovert, whether you are good in numbers or good in words. So these kind of stuffs are very, very important. So how to do that? You can take up assessments, you can interact with people, you can do self-exploration, everything can be there. So, but you should consider understanding your personality and take a decision on your career based on that. And number three, a very important point is possibility, because there may be some areas in career where you are really passionate about and your personality is also in sync. But if those careers are not providing enough and more opportunities for the future, what you will do? Let me give an example. You may be very passionate in forensic science, and suppose your personality is in sync with learning chemistry and biology, which is a mix is very important in forensic science. But in India, less than 10,000 opportunities are opening every year for forensic science. And the number of seats for forensic science is minimum 5-fold more than that. So that means the opportunity for you in future would be very less in forensic science. So if you want to get into a quick job, if you want to get into an immediate job, the struggle may be higher. But still you can try to pursue it, but take an informed decision that it would take some time for you to get job because the opportunities are very, very less. So that's a possibility. So if you can get into a job, whereas your the first P passion, second P personality, and third P possibility are in straight line. And if we can get into such a career, that is absolutely great. So I would say every student, every child, or every parent should try to take their children towards a career whereas all these three P's are perfectly in line. If then, you are going to get a great life. But if any one P is missing, you have to rethink. If two P's are missing, rethink twice. If three P's are missing and you're forced to get into a career, I would say please don't try to take it up, because you wouldn't be getting a great or wonderful time over there. So that's what the trifology triad is. The three P's: passion on top, personality, and possibility. Get into a career, whereas all these things are perfectly in line. So this is one more point I wish to add, over this session. And another point. So another point I try to add is the career guidance when let me just share it based on an experience. Many times we try to model, when we are trying to model people, because modeling people and taking a career based on the models is a very common phenomenon. And I don't say that there is anything wrong in comparing yourself with people and take a career, okay, based on that. There is nothing wrong in that, because comparison is a very human tendency. Even if you are not, it's very, very tough to stop yourself from comparing with others. But there is nothing wrong in that, I would say. If you have a passion to do something, you understand there is personality also in place and there is possibility also in place, you can model somebody and work accordingly. And that is an easy way to groom yourself also. You can take a role model and work accordingly. But the problem is, when you're modeling a person, you should understand that person in a deeper sense. Let's take the example, as we are talking on an education platform. So the recent success, I would say a phenomenally successful company across the world now, if we consider at this point of time, is Byju's. A company which has started hardly 5 years ago and which became a unicorn in 5 years. I think in the global history, this may be the shortest period which is taking a company to the unicorn possibility. So, and of course, I believe you understand. So their company is called as a unicorn when they are valued more than 7,500 crores. So more than that, if the company is valued, it's called as a unicorn. And Baiju's become a unicorn only in 5 years since inception. Any company or any person can model Baiju. But the problem there is we should also understand that person having a 10 plus years of hard life before he incorporated the company. Before he incorporated the company, the person had a very hard life. So I graduated in law in 2008. So in 2006 or 7, that means around 13 years back, 2006 or 7, around 13 years back, I had a friend who traveled from Trivandrum to Bangalore just for attending Baiju's classes, for getting into IAM. So in 2006 or 7, he was powerful enough to pull a person from Trivandrum to travel to Bangalore and stay there for 3 to 4 months time and attend his coaching classes. I still remember in 2012 or 2013 when I was discussing with a professor in Manipal, he was having a holiday for Manipal Engineering College on that day. So I just checked with him why the holiday, because it was not a national holiday. So, and he told that, so a person named Baiju Ravindran is coming to Manipal Engineering College, Manipal Institute of Technology, to give a free lecture as a promotion of his programs. So we are very sure that every student would be going there to attend this program. So we gave a holiday for our college. So he was powerful enough to make a university or a college give holiday for entire students even before he launched the company. So his capital for the company is not the money he raised, but the capital for his company is 10 to 15 years of hard work, which is unknown for many because this happened before he launched the company. So like this, whenever we are modeling or benchmarking, or when we are taking a person as a role model, we should not take whatever things we see on top of the table. We should not take whatever things which are being celebrated by the media. We should not take his short-term achievements. We should dig into and try to understand the pain behind the same, the challenges behind the same, the toughness which he has overcome to reach that level. So once we understand that and try to model those things also, then it would be great to model a person. If you see a scientist and try to model a scientist, so you should not only take the glamour he is enjoying now. You should not only take the money he is getting now. You should not only consider the exposure he is getting now. So behind all these things, he might be enjoying all this for the last 10 years, but there would be 20 plus years of hard work before that. And those years would be very boring, Those years would be very monotonous. Those years would be full of hardship. Those years would be full of tears. Those years would be full of hard work without much more results. The work you put and the results you get may not be properly correlating. You put 100 times effort and get so very less kind of output. So all these things will be there. So when you choose a career, I would say benchmarking, role modeling, taking a person as a model is absolutely fine. But you should also model or benchmark or imitate this hard side of his life also. Then it would be very important to go forward. So let me sum it up. So 3 points. I said 3 larger baskets during this session. The first basket is 5 mistakes when we go for career counseling. You should not go for a short career counseling session. You should go with parents. You should go for a long. You should go with parents. Number 3, you should go there with an open mind. And number 4, you should explore a lot of possibilities before you take a decision. And number 5, you should also get yourself prepared to get into a career which is not even existing today. That's the first basket. The second basket I was trying to explain is when you're deciding a career, go follow a lifeology triad, whereas the first P is passion, then personality, then possibility. And the last point, it is very good to benchmark or imitate or model a person, but model the hard side also. Thank you very much. Over to you if there are questions.
Thank you so much, sir. I would request MC Renu to take over for the thanking formalities.
Thank you, sir. It was a great session. And whenever I thought of arousing a question, then you would answer that. So I don't hope that there would be many questions. So we have a token of love for you to value your time. It is an e-certificate. And thus I request MC team to hand over it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Pleasure. Bye-bye. I'm just logging off. Thank you. Bye-bye.
sir.
So to take the session ahead, I would hand over the session to our MC, RK.
Thank you so much, Renu, and thank you so much, Praveen sir, for the previous session. And now, up next, I'm going to invite a person who is very, very crazy among the youngsters, especially this is for, again, for Tamil audience and also for Kerala audience, and of course, he is known to other audience as well. So, youngsters are ரொம்ப crazy பார்க்கக்கூடிய ஒரு நபர், and he is a playback singer and also vocal trainer. He is also giving training for the voice training for the singers. And இவர் என்னென்ன வகையில் ஃபேமஸ் ஆனார், என்ன அச்சீவ்மெண்ட் பண்ணியிருக்காரு அப்படின்னு சொன்னா அப்படின்னா, he was a runner up of Super 4 அப்படின்னு என்ன பார்த்தீங்கன்னா மலையாளம் மியூசிக் ரியாலிட்டி ஷோ தட் வாஸ் டெலிகாஸ்டட் இன் மழவில் மனோரமா சேனல். ஸோ அது மட்டும் கிடையாது, ஏர்டெல் சூப்பர் சிங்கர்லையும் சரி ரீச் டில் டாப் 7 டாப் கண்டஸ்டன்ட்ல இருந்தார். அண்ட் இதெல்லாம் இல்லாமல் ஓகே, இப்படிப்பட்டவங்க பார்த்தீங்கன்னா படிப்பில் வந்து கம்மியாக தான் இருப்பாங்க. நிறைய பேர் சொல்லுவாங்க ஓகே மியூசிக் சைடு வந்துட்டாங்க, மீடியா சைடு வந்துட்டாங்கன்னா, பட் தட் டிட் ஸ்டாப் ஹிம் ஃப்ரம் ஹிஸ் ஸ்டடீஸ். He did his degree in BA Journalism and Mass Communication from Mar Ivonius College, Trivandrum under Kerala University. அதோட ஸ்டாப் பண்ணாருன்னா it didn't stop. He also did his post graduation from IGNO, Indira Gandhi National Open University, again in journalism and mass communication. So மீடியாக்கு தேவையான படிப்பெல்லாமோ அழகாக படிச்சு வச்சிட்டாரு. அண்ட் he is going to speak about his journey in music. அதாவது மியூசிக்கும் ஜேர்னலிசம் இதில் வந்து அவருடைய ஜேர்னி பற்றி பேசுறது மட்டும் இல்லாமல் what is the future he foresees in it, அவர் என்ன இதில் வந்து foresee பண்ணுறாரு ஃபியூச்சர் அப்படின்றத வந்து பேசப்படுறாரு. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. A virtual round of applause to playback singer Vaishagan onto the stage. It's my pleasure inviting him here. Welcome, Vaishagan.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Actually, it's a very...
அண்ட் அதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஒரு விஷயம் நான் சொல்லிடுறேன். நான் இப்படிப்பட்ட பர்சனாக நாங்கள் புக் பண்ணும்போது எங்களுக்கு வந்து ஒரு ஹார்ட் பீட் இருக்கும், வருவாங்களா வரமாட்டாங்களா, வருவாங்களா வரமாட்டாங்க, ஏன்னா பிஸியாக இருப்பாங்க. திடீர்னு when we call them all of a sudden they'll get shoot. பட் அதெல்லாம் தாண்டி I know that how much challenges we had coming to this show. ஸோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ஆல் தேங்க்ஸ் டு யூ. ஏன்னா ஆடியன்ஸ்க்கு அந்த விஷயம் நாங்கள் சொல்லி அவனுக்கு மாதிரி செலிபிரிட்டிஸை கூப்பிடும்போது வி ஆல்வேஸ் ஹேவ் தி சேலஞ்ச். ஏன்னா எனி டைம் தே மேக் இட் அப்பாயின்மெண்ட், பட் அதெல்லாம் தாண்டி வி ஹவ் கம் அப்படின் போது வி ஆர் ரியலி ஹாப்பி டு ஹேவ் யூ ஹியர், Vaishagan. Over to you.
Actually, it's a privilege to talk in such a international level இருக்கிற ஒரு டாக். ஸோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ஆல் இதோட எல்லா கோஆர்டினேட்டர்ஸுக்கும் தேங்க்ஸ். ஏன்னா ஆக்சுவலி my time was allotted at 5, I think. So I had some work which was unfinished, so I requested to the coordinators. So avanga the time change kodutanga, so thank you for that. And it's a privilege to be part of such a talk. So first thing, this is a very nice initiative. ஏன்னா என்னோட ஏஜ் குரூப்ல இருக்கிற நிறைய ஆளுகளுக்கு வந்து இது ஒரு இன்ஸ்பிரேஷன். ஏன்னா ஆல் ஆஃப் தம் அவங்க எஸ்பெஷலி இந்த கோவிட் டைம்ல கூட ஆல் ஆஃப் தம் ஆர் லைக் அவங்க வந்து இனி என்ன பண்ணணும், லைக் ஹவு டு மூவ் யுவர் கரியர் ஃபர்தர் அப்படியெல்லாம் வந்து தே ஆர் லைக் ஒரு கன்ஃபியூஷன்ல இருக்கு. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கிறவங்களுக்கு வந்து திஸ் இஸ் அ வெரி லைக் ஒரு என்ன சொல்றது, இட்ஸ் அ வெரி நைஸ் இனிஷியேட்டிவ் ஃபார் தட். ஸோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் திங் about me, நான் வந்து என்ன பத்தி சொல்லணும்னா நான் வந்து
and Vaishagan, sorry to interrupt, and also since it's a pan India audience, you can speak in whatever the language you want to talk, Tamil, English, whichever the mix you can talk.
Oh, okay.
You can talk for your comfort and also for the comfortable of audience, whatever the language you want to use you can use.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So about me, நான் வந்து சின்ன வயசுல இருந்தே like I've been concentrating in music. So my family is fully supportive. Especially my father, he's like அவங்களுக்கு வந்து அப்பாவுக்கு வந்து he had நிறைய கனவுகள் இருந்துச்சு, லைக் ஒரு சிங்கர் ஆகணும் அப்படி. பட் அந்த டைம்ல வந்து அந்த காலத்துல வந்து அப்படியெல்லாம் லைக் ஃபேமிலியில அந்த மாதிரி சப்போர்ட் எல்லாம் கிடைக்கல. ஸோ he couldn't be a singer. So he's like he is actually pursuing his dreams through me அந்த மாதிரி. ஸோ சின்ன வயசுல இருந்தே மியூசிக்கு ஒரு சப்போர்ட் இருக்கு வீட்டுல இருந்து. அண்ட் ஸ்டடீஸுக்கும் லைக் அம்மா வந்து ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ரிக்டான, ஸ்டடீஸ் தான் ரொம்ப முக்கியம், ஸ்டடீஸ் இஸ் வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட், அதர் தென் மியூசிக் வந்து இட்ஸ் நத்திங், அது வந்து நமக்கு எதுவும் தராது அப்படி எல்லாம். ஸோ ஆக்சுவலி most of my friends, most of my relatives அது எல்லாம் வந்து they will scold me sometimes. Okay, why are you behind music always? You have to study, you have to pursue your education further. You have to work. You have to get a job. You have to live according to that. So what I told is like music is my passion. So uh, it's it's something what I love. And in the COVID time, what I miss the most is to performing on stage. அதுதான் what I miss the most. And அது மட்டும் இல்ல லைக் அந்த ஒரு சஃபோகேட்டட் ஃபீலிங் மாதிரி இருந்துச்சு. ஸோ அதனால தான் ஐ ஸ்டார்டட் திஸ் ட்ரைனிங் செஷன்ஸ், திஸ் ஒர்க் ஷாப் கிளாஸஸ் டு என்ன சொல்றது, எங்கிட்ட இருக்கிற ஏதாவது ஒரு நாலேஜ் வந்து டு பாஸ் இட் ஆன் டு தி ஃப்ரெஷ் பிகினிங் சிங்கர்ஸ். ஸோ அதுக்காக தான் நான் அந்த ஒரு இனிஷியேட்டிவ் எடுத்துட்டேன். லைக் இந்த ஒரு என்ன சொல்றது, ஒர்க் ஷாப் செஷன்ஸ், மியூசிக் கிளாஸஸ் எல்லாம். அண்ட் ஸ்பீக்கிங் அபவுட் மை மியூசிக் கரியர், சின்ன வயசுல இருந்தே லைக் நிறைய வந்து ஸ்டேஜஸ்ல வந்து பாடியிருக்காங்க, நிறைய காம்படிஷன்ல போயிருக்காங்க. பட் சம்திங் தட் சேஞ்ச் மை கரியர், சம்திங் தட் சேஞ்ச் மை மியூசிக் ஜேர்னி இஸ் தட் அந்த ஷோ தான், அந்த மலையாளம் ஷோ தான். ஸோ அதுல இருந்து ஐ காட் மெனி ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ், மெனி லைக் Sujadama was a judge, Sharat sir was a judge. So singing alongside them, singing in front of them, like அவங்களோட கமெண்ட்ஸ் கேட்கறது, அவங்களோட வேல்யூபிள் சஜஷன்ஸ் கேட்கறது வாஸ் இஸ் a very one of the most என்ன சொல்றது, பியூட்டிஃபுல் மூமெண்ட்ஸ் that I cherish. ஸோ அது மட்டும் இல்ல, சுஜாதாமா வந்து ஷீஸ் வெரி என்ன சொல்றது, ஒரு எனக்கு ஒரு மதர் லைக் ஃபிகர். ஸோ சுஜாதாமா தான் ஆக்சுவலி ஷீ sent my voice clips to Vidyasagar sir, which Vidyasagar sir is my idol. Vidyasagar sir and Hari sir. So sir, Vidyasagar sir oda assistant, he called me and he told that Vidyasagar sir ungoda voice romba pidichachu, so can we sing a song? He's like pudusa ஒரு ஆல்பம் கம்போஸ் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. So that was my first என்ன சொல்றது, first ஒரு playback opportunity மாதிரி. So இதெல்லாம் வந்து எப்படி வந்து இந்த ஒரு ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ் வந்து எனக்கு வந்து லைக் கேம் டு மீ அப்படி கேட்டேன்னா, லைக் ஸ்டடீஸ், இப்போ நான் மியூசிக்கை விட்டு ஸ்டடீஸ் ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணியிருந்தா ஐ குடன்ட் டாக் இன் திஸ் லைக் திஸ் செஷன் இப்போ. ஸோ நான் வந்து மியூசிக்குக்கும் ஸ்டடீஸுக்கும் ஈக்குவல் இம்பார்ட்டன்ஸ் கொடுத்துட்டேன். ஸோ there were many people who criticized me. வந்து ஸ்டடீஸ் வந்து ரொம்ப நீ பேக்ல போகுது ஸ்டடீஸ்ல, மியூசிக்கே ஒரு வாழ்க்கை மாதிரி எடுத்துட்டு இருந்தா. ஸோ நான் வந்து என்னோட டிகிரி கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணும்போது ஆக்சுவலி எனக்கு வந்து கேரளா யூனிவர்சிட்டி ஜேர்னலிசம், பிஏ ஜேர்னலிசம் குரூப்ல எனக்கு வந்து செகண்ட் ரேங்க் கிடைச்சிருக்கு. ஸோ அட் த சேம் டைம் நான் வந்து சூப்பர் சிங்கர்ல வந்து பாடிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஸோ இது ரெண்டும் சேர்த்து பார்த்தேன்னா லைக் ஐ ஒர்க் ஹார்ட் ஃபார் போத் ஆஃப் தட். லைக் என்னோட ஸ்டடீஸ் பார்ட்லையும் என்னோட சிங்கிங் வைஸ் நான் பார்த்தா இந்த ரெண்டு ஸ்ட்ரீம்ஸ்லையும் நான் வந்து ஈக்குவலி என்னோட எஃபர்ட் ஐ கேவ் மை எஃபர்ட். ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி லைக் என்னோட ஏஜ் குரூப்ல இருக்கிற இந்த மாதிரிப்பட்டவங்க கிட்ட நான் என்ன சொல்லணும்னா, இஃப் யூ ஹேவ் அ பேஷன், டூ ஃபாலோ தட். அண்ட் உங்களுக்கு வந்து ஸ்டடீஸும் அதுக்கு கூட கொண்டு போயிடலாம் ஈஸியா. ஏன்னா ஒரே ஒரு விஷயம் தான் தேவை, லைக் டைம் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட். அண்ட் மேனேஜ் யுவர் டைம் அக்கார்டிங்லி. லைக் ஸ்டடீஸுக்கு இவ்வளோ டைம், லைக் உங்களோட பேஷன் அது வந்து லைக் எப்போ வந்து உங்களுக்கு பாடணும்னு தோணுதோ அப்போ பாடுங்க. இல்லைன்னா இஃப் யூர் டான்ஸர், எப்போ வந்து உங்களுக்கு டான்ஸ் பண்ணணும்னு தோணுதோ அப்போ டான்ஸ் பண்ணுங்க, ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணுங்க. அண்ட் கொஞ்சம் டைம் யூ ஹேவ் டு அலோகேட் டு ஸ்டடீஸ் ஆல்சோ. அண்ட் டூ வாட் யூ லவ். தென் அப்புறம் சூப்பர் சிங்கருக்கு அப்புறம் என்னோட லைஃப் எப்படின்னா, நான் வந்து சூப்பர் சிங்கர்னால ஆக்சுவலி 1 இயர் நான் வந்து இங்கே சென்னையில இருந்துச்சு. ஸோ என்னோட ஸ்டடீஸ் அந்த மாதிரி எல்லாம் ஒரு ஃபுல்லா ஒரு கேப் வந்துச்சு. ஸோ ஐ டிசைடட் எப்படி இருந்தாலும் மியூசிக் எனக்கு வேணும். ஸோ அதுக்கு ஒரு என்ன சொல்றது, அதுக்கு ஒரு பாஸ் கொடுக்க முடியாது. ஸோ ஸ்டடீஸும் தேவைதான் வாழ்க்கையில. லைக் யூ ஹேவ் டு பி எஜுகேட்டட், யூ ஹேவ் டு கெட் சம் டிகிரிஸ், யூ ஹேவ் டு டூ என்ன சொல்றது, யூ ஹேவ் டு ஸ்டடி மோர். டிகிரி எல்லாம் வச்சுட்டு இப்போ வந்து ஒரு when you go to a company or when you apply for some job, degree வந்து it's like a basic qualification. But if you have some more like post graduation இருந்தா, இல்லைன்னா ஏதாச்சும் ஒரு டிப்ளமா ஏதாச்சும் எக்ஸ்ட்ரா இருந்தா, it's like ஒரு add on மாதிரி. So I decided to do my PG and now I'm doing my PG.
Vaishakan, sorry to interrupt, Nandini here. Can you just keep your mic closer so that the voice will be a little audible?
Okay, cut ஆகுதா?
ஆமா கட் ஆகுது, லைக் it's going up and down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry for that sound problem. Okay. So yeah. So music and studies ரெண்டுமே கண்டினியூ பண்ணோம் அப்படி ஒரு ஆசை இருந்துச்சு. ஸோ அதனால தான் I planned doing my PG in Indira Gandhi University. So now I'm doing my PG post graduation in journalism in Indira Gandhi Open University. So அதுவும் வந்து இட்ஸ் லைக் ஒரு நைஸ் ஒரு ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி. ஏன்னா யூ கேன் ஸ்டடி அட் த சேம் டைம் உங்களுக்கு நிறைய டைம் இருக்கு. வேற ஏதாச்சும் லைக் உங்களோட பேஷன் ஏதாச்சும் ஃபாலோ பண்ணணும், யூ ஹேவ் டைம். ஸோ நான் வந்து அது வந்து ரெக்கமெண்ட் பண்ணல, பட் ஸ்டில் பட் இந்த மாதிரி கரியர் கைடன்ஸ் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ், கரியர் கைடன்ஸ் டாக்ஸ், கரியர் கைடன்ஸ் லைக் அந்த மாதிரி ஒர்க் ஷாப்ஸ் எல்லாம் வந்து இட்ஸ் வெரி குட். ஏன்னா என்னோட நிறைய ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸுக்கு வந்து அவங்க இப்போ டிகிரி முடிச்சாச்சு, தே ஆர் டூயிங் தேர் பிஜி, சம் ஆஃப் தம் ஆர் ட்ரைங் டு கெட் அ ஜாப். ஸோ எல்லாருமே வந்து இப்போ இந்த எஸ்பெஷலி இந்த கோவிட் டைம்ல வந்து அவங்களுக்கு எந்த ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸும் இல்லை, லைக் தேர் சிம்பிளி சிட்டிங் அட் ஹோம். ஸோ அவங்களுக்கு வந்து இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஒர்க் ஷாப்ல if they have a chance to participate in such workshops, I think அவங்களுக்கு ஒரு பெட்டர் ஐடியா கிடைக்கும். லைக் ஓகே இப்படி எல்லாம் பண்ணலாம், லைக் ஓகே this is good, இல்லைனா this is good to get a job, இல்லைனா இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஜாப் பண்ணா நல்லா இருக்கும். ஸோ I think it's a very nice initiative to என்ன சொல்றது, இந்த மாதிரி இந்த ஒரு செஷன் கண்டக்ட் பண்றது, and hats off to the whole team. And இந்த மாதிரி லைக் for people like me, நான் வந்து என்ன சஜஸ்ட் பண்ணும்னா, லைக் இப்போ வந்து some people, still there are some people who say, okay, you spoiled your 2 years, you actually spoiled your 3 to 4 years music and still you are simply sitting at home doing nothing. So அந்த மாதிரி நிறைய லைக் criticism வந்து இப்போ நான் ஃபேஸ் பண்றேன். ஸோ ஜஸ்ட் forget about all that. லைக் அவங்களுக்கு வந்து நான் அவங்கக்கிட்ட நான் வந்து என்ன சொல்லணும்னா, லைக் அந்த 3 to 4 years வந்து எனக்கு போயிடுச்சு, ஓகே. ஸோ அந்த 3 to 4 years வந்து ஆக்சுவலி I did what I loved. எனக்கு ஒரு ஸ்டேஜ்ல பாடுறது, இல்லைன்னா ஒரு சாங் இன்னொருத்தருக்கு சொல்லி கொடுக்கறது, இல்லைன்னா எங்கிட்ட இருக்கிற நாலேஜ் வந்து இன்னொருத்தர் கூட ஷேர் பண்றது வந்து இட்ஸ் வாட் ஐ லவ் த மோஸ்ட். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி. ஸோ இந்த கோவிட் டைம் ஆக்சுவலி கிவ் மீ லாட் ஆஃப் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ். லைக் ஓகே, ஐ ஃபவுண்ட் அவுட் அ வாக்கல் ட்ரெய்னர் இன் மீ, ஐ ஃபவுண்ட் அவுட் அ டீச்சர் இன் மீ. ஸோ அது மட்டும் இல்லை, நான் வந்து சின்ன சின்ன ஃப்ரீலான்ஸ் ஜாப்ஸ் ட்ரை பண்ணி பார்த்தேன், லைக் print media and in visual media. So COVID time actually gave me like a lot of time to think and lot of time to refresh my my doubts, my thoughts about my career. And actually COVID time, இப்போ வந்து இந்த கோவிட் வந்து இங்க வரலன்னா actually I would have been in Chennai right now. நான் வந்து ஏதாச்சும் ஒரு லைக் ஏதாச்சும் ஒரு ஸ்டுடியோல இருப்போம். I'll be working in a studio. Maybe I'll be working in a studio, I'll be singing track for somebody, which is also good. But still the COVID time, the COVID pandemic வந்ததுனால வந்து I researched so much opportunities. Many of them என்ன மாதிரி நிறைய பேர் வந்து they are trying new initiatives, they are doing new jobs, they are finding out என்ன சொல்றது கொஞ்சம் டிஃப்ரெண்டான ஜாப்ஸ் they are trying out. So இந்த மாதிரி நிறைய பேர் இருக்காங்க. ஸோ லைக் அவ்வளவுதான், லைக் the new opportunities that I foresee, அது அவ்வளவுதான். லைக் you have to find out something, ஏன்னா you have to find out new initiatives. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி நியூ இனிஷியேட்டிவ்ஸுக்கு ஒரு ஐடியா கொடுக்கறதுக்கு இந்த மாதிரி ஒர்க் ஷாப் செஷன்ஸ், இந்த மாதிரி டாக்ஸ் வந்து இட்ஸ் வெரி குட். ஐ திங்க் இந்த டாக்ல வந்து பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்றவங்களுக்கு எல்லாருக்கும் வந்து இந்த டாக் முடிஞ்சதுக்கு அப்புறம், லைக் இந்த ஹோல் செஷன்ஸ் முடிஞ்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் they will get a better ஒரு வே ஆஃப் ஒரு வியூ பாயிண்ட் இருக்கும், லைக் what to do next அப்படி. ஸோ பேசிக்கலி அவ்வளவுதான். ஐ திங்க் ஏதோ கொஸ்டின் ஆன்சர் செஷன்ஸ் இருக்குன்னு.
Yes, Vaishakan. So yeah, so voice training and voice trainer நீங்க இருக்கீங்க, right? You're there as a voice trainer. So what is that basic tip that you would like to give for the aspirants, the singing aspirants, the singers, how to become a good singer from your point of view, please?
ஆக்சுவலி இந்த வோக்கல் ட்ரைனிங் செஷன் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் நிறைய பேர் வந்து, அதாவது அதுல ஜாயின் பண்ண நிறைய பேர் வந்து எங்கிட்ட கேட்டாங்க, லைக் சார் எனக்கு வந்து ஒரு டவுட் இருக்கு, நான் என்னோட வாய்ஸ் வந்து நல்லா இருக்கான்னு எனக்கு தெரியாது, இல்லைன்னா நான் வந்து இஃப் ஐ எம் ஃபிட் ஃபார் த ஜாப், அப்படி ஒரு தாட் நிறைய பேருக்கு இருக்கு. ஸோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் திங், எல்லாருக்குமே வந்து இப்போ எனக்கும் இப்போவும் வந்து எனக்கு ஒரு எனக்கு அந்த தாட் இருக்கு. ஓகே, am I குட் சிங்கர், இல்லைன்னா டு ஐ டிசர்வ் திஸ், இவ்வளவு தூரம் வர்றதுக்கு டு ஐ டிசர்வ் திஸ், அப்படியெல்லாம் எனக்கும் தோட் இருக்கும். இட்ஸ் லைக் அது வந்து இட்ஸ் பார்ட் ஆஃப், என்ன சொல்றது, அது ஒரு 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 மனுஷனோட தாட் ப்ராசஸ் தான் அது. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி நியூ நியூ கம்மர்ஸுக்கு ஒன் திங் ஐ சஜஸ்ட் இஸ், அவங்களுக்கு வந்து இப்போ வந்து ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ் வந்து நம்ம கிட்ட எப்பவும் வந்து வராது. ஸோ ட்ரை ஃபைண்டிங் அவுட் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ். இப்போ வந்து இப்போ ஆஃப்டர் சூப்பர் சிங்கர் ஆல்சோ, இப்போ மேபி நான் வந்து வீட்ல இருக்கேன். ஸோ ஓகே, நான் வந்து சூப்பர் சிங்கர்ல பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க, இல்லைன்னா சூப்பர் ஃபோர்ல பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. ஸோ மேபி எனக்கு ஏதாச்சும் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ் வில் கம். அப்படி இருந்தா எதுவும் வராது. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரிப்பட்ட சிங்கர்ஸ் கிட்டையும், லைக் ட்ரெயின்ட் சிங்கர்ஸ் கிட்டையும், ரூக்கி சிங்கர்ஸ் கிட்ட எல்லார்கிட்டையும் நான் வந்து சொல்ற ஒரு விஷயம், லைக் டூ சர்ச் ஃபார் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ் அண்ட் டூ ஆஸ்க் ஃபார் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ். லைக் ஒரு ஒரு லைக் ஒரு ப்ரொஃபஷனல் சிங்கர் கிட்ட போய், சார் கேன் ஐ ஷேர் ஸ்டேஜ் வித் யூ, இல்லைன்னா எனக்கு ஏதாச்சும் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ் இருக்கா, அப்படி வந்து கேட்கறதுக்கு எந்த ஒரு ஒரு என்ன சொல்றது, that's not a bad thing actually. Still professional singers kuda they will ask opportunities, they will ask music directors for opportunities. So ஒரே விஷயம் தான், opportunities may not come towards you, you have to make them, அவ்வளவுதான்.
That's wonderful, wonderful, Vaishakan. And for voice training, how to contact you and what are those, details that you would like to share? They can
Actually,
contact through us.
actually, I have posted one or two posters in my Instagram ID. So அந்த Instagram ID-ல வந்து you can message me directly in Insta, or அதுல வந்து there is a WhatsApp number also, so you can contact me both ways.
All right, that's wonderful. And yes, okay, உங்களுக்கு வந்து songs request வர ஆரம்பிச்சிருச்சு. They are asking you to sing a song, and obviously, we wanted you to sing a song. So your fans are waiting here.
Okay. So actually, இந்த song வந்து I dedicate to most one of our most beloved singers, SP Balasubramanian sir. அந்த வானம் தீர்ந்து போகலாம், நம் காதல் தேருமா, பருவங்களும் நிறம் மாறலாம், நம் பாசம் மாறுமா, ஒரு பாடல் பாட வந்தவள் உன் பாடலாகிறே, விதி மாறலாம் உன் பாடலில், சுதி மாறக்கூடுமா, நீ கீர்த்தனை நான் பிரார்த்தனை, பொருந்தாமல் போகுமா, இதோ இதோ என் பல்லவி இப்போது கீதமாகுமோ, அவள் எந்தன் சரணம் என்றால் அப்போது வேதமாகுமோ, இதோ இதோ என் பல்லவி.
Wow. அப்படியே நீங்க எங்களை வந்து மெய்சில் இருக்க வச்சுட்டீங்க. You mesmerized us with your voice, and thank you very much. Okay, okay, Hindi, please. Okay, there's one song request from Hindi. Would you like to take?
Yeah, of course.
Sure.
Okay. धूप में जलते हुए तड़कों, छाया पेड़ की मिल गई, रूठे बच्चे की हंसी जैसे फुसलाने से फिर खिल गई, कुछ ऐसा भी अब महसूस दिल को हो रहा है, बरसों के पुराने जख्म पे मरहम लगा सा है, कुछ ऐसा चुभन इस लम्हे में है, ये लम्हा कहाँ था मेरा, अब है सामने, इसे छू लो सरा, मर जाओ या जी लो सारा, खुशियाँ झूम लो या रो लो सरा, मर जाओ या जी लो सरा, अभी मुझ में कहीं बाकी थोड़ी सी है जिंदगी. Thank you.
Vaishakan, we cannot allow you to go. Had it been a normal interview, then I would have definitely requested for more songs. But any which ways, this was wonderful, and you could see all the comments coming up. Like that's lovely
Yeah.
comments that are coming up.
Thank you.
Please,
Thank you.
yeah. Thank you very much, and I'm handing it over to the MC. And thank you very much, Vaishakan, for amidst your busy schedule. I know you have been traveling, and you drove all the way from one city to another city, and with all those things, you came here. And thank you very much for that.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure.
Thank you so much. And handing it over to the MC.
Yeah.
Okay, so can we have the certificate, please? Yeah, there is a token of acknowledgement from our side, Vaishakan. Please do kindly accept it. So this is a certificate, e-certificate for you for having given your presence and time. Thank you very much. So this is for you, Vaishakan. Yeah, I will email it across to you. Thank you so much. Yeah, and yeah, handing it over to the next MC.
Rehan, you're on mute. In the meantime, I'll also suggest all the attendees to fill the Google form, the session review form for every session. In fact, today we have already had 3 sessions. You can start filling it in. It's already ready. Also, at the end of every session, we request you to fill it. That's going to be your attendance, and also that's going to be a feedback for us as well. Over to MC Rehan.
Thank you. Can you hear my voice now?
Yes, Rehan.
Now I am going to introduce a person who is India's first theater-based life coach for parents and also kids, and a keynote speaker for kids and parents across the schools. He comes with a decade of experience in working with children and parents, and he's a storyteller who used theater-based methodologies like puppetry, shadow theater, clowning, mime plays, to explain his stories, and one of the most engaging keynote speakers in India has ever seen. And he has trained over 10,000 plus children and adults on leadership training, socio-emotional skills, finding their passion, etc. He is an active member of Passion Play International USA, World Clown Association USA, Schoolopreneur India, etc. With coaching as his core strength, he is currently the academician dean of AIMS Happy Cow, a theatre-based education movement for children functioning across South India, and senior trainer of Training Sideways, India's #1 art-based behavioral training company. Enabling parents to coach their own children is the most efficient way of coaching their children. It's said by this man, he's none other than John Pradeep Jayal. I would like to welcome Mr. John Pradeep Jayal to the dais. And ladies and gentlemen, give him a virtual round of applause. Welcome you, sir.
John, your voice is not audible. Are you connecting one more device? John, sorry, your voice is not heard.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, great.
Yes.
Okay. So that's my mic. Okay. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much, MC Rehan, for the nice introduction. I just realized it's a little bigger than what I expected it to be. Long introduction. No. Okay. Thank you so much. I'm glad I'm here talking to all of you guys. I'm looking forward to give the best value to all of you guys. Hello. Okay, so keep the chat going because I need feedback from you guys. If the chat is not there, then I'll think you all slept off. So please keep the chat going. Say hi, hello, everything. I want to know a little bit about what kind of people here are also. Can you quickly give me one glimpse of what you do, like second year, third year, working, professional, whatever it is, so I can plan accordingly. Thanks, Lalita. Thanks, Shubha. Thanks, Muralidharan. Thank you so much for welcoming me. So let me know what exactly you do, so I can plan accordingly. PG final year, third year, final year. Nice. Okay, a lot of college students retired, Mr. Vardarajan. I don't know if I'm adding any value to you. Thanks for coming, but yeah, thank you so much. Oh my God, nice. Okay, super, very nice, very nice, very nice. Thank you so much for the response. I think people who were sleeping with the headsets on and all woke up. We'll see. Okay, awesome. So let me start with so how many of you were there when I did my the previous session on Thursday? Were you there? Were you there? Say yes or no. Nice. Okay, I'm going to quickly take a quick glimpse of what exactly there for people who are not there, and then I'm going to continue into what I want to tell. Okay, so I am a passionpreneur. What is a passionpreneur? What comes to your mind when I say passionpreneur? So passionpreneur is somebody who's taken a passion, has made it into an entrepreneurship, and then leading his life. Basically, doing what you love and making money out of it also, and then leading a good life is a passionpreneur, right? There are a lot of people who follow their passion, and they all have this sad story saying, yeah, I follow my passion, but I don't have any money. I don't do anything, but I love what I am doing. What is that giving you? It is not giving you anything, right? It's only giving you scoldings from your parents saying, I told you that day itself to go for engineering job, or go into an IT job. That's what your parents tell, right? So that's what you get by not getting any money. So when you follow your passion, you also make sure that you give your best and earn your best out of it also, right? So then what does that mean? Because we have a varied passions, right? Like we have a lot of passion. Like people have passion for arts and crafts and drawing and painting and acting, dancing. All of these are passions, right? So, and all of these passion, like there is a huge notion out there saying all of these passion don't pay you at all. But there are a lot of people who say, sir, please dance for me, we will not pay you. Sir, please do an act for me, we will not pay you. But that's the world that all of us know, right? So it's about you taking this seriously and working on it and becoming a passionpreneur. Okay, let me start with my story. My story is basically my parents expected me to be a doctor because I was getting around 90% when I was in my +2. So they said last 3 months study well. I really studied well, and I did not score really well because I fell ill exactly during the examination. I got 88%. Okay, from there could not do MBBS, could not do BDS. I did physiotherapy, and then from there I 1 year discontinued physiotherapy. Then I did biotechnology. I don't know why I did that, because it's biology and biotechnology. I thought maybe I can create medicines for doctors or something like that. And then that also didn't work out. Then I worked in a BPO. Then I did an MBA in 2 colleges. 1 college got closed down. Then I did this, and then I worked in a training company. All of this happened, and before I knew, I was 26 years old, and I was working in a Montessori school. And there I was doing theater training, and I've been doing theater training from a young age. But never did I know that doing theater can earn you a profession, or you can do so you can do anything with theater at all. I never knew that at all. But there was one point, a lot of things happened when I had to leave everything and come off to Chennai and start off with searching something to do with my profession. So I came here, reached out to a lot of theater organizations. All of them said no money because they're also there because they're passionate. Yeah. So we always have this excuse saying, I'm following passion, but no money, but I'm happy. No, I wanted to set a nice career here. Yeah. So around 6 months, I did not have any job. I got requests to do small things in cinema, small things in TV, but I didn't want to do it because I very clearly knew in my head that theater was my passion. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to talk about, because like I started as a full-time theater person working with children some 8 years back, 8-9 years back. But still, it's not an easy journey. So I can always tell with swag saying, I am a theater, like I'm following my passion, but it's not an easy journey. I am going to talk to you guys about what exactly this takes, 4 steps that you need to follow your passion. Because everybody tells you saying, follow your passion. And you're like, yes, I will follow my passion. You will fight with your parents, everybody, and then go follow your passion. And then you'll realize saying there is no money there. You can't make a living there. You can't get married. All of those things will happen. Yeah. So I'm going to clearly tell you 4 steps to follow your passion. Okay. So when you have a passion, you have Google out there. Go and search and see and search for the best person in the world who is following the same passion as yourself. Okay, so that means if you like acting, go and search for somebody who is brilliant at acting. If you like dancing, go and search for somebody who's brilliant at dancing. So now what, there is one mistake that happens here. Okay, that's the second thing that I want to tell you. One mistake that happens here is you go and search for the Rajinikanths and Tom Cruises of the world, and then you were like, oh my God, they're somewhere there, I can't do anything. You can't do anything by following them. So who do you follow? You follow somebody from the current time. In the past 5 years, has there anybody who's gone up and did great things with the passion, same passion that I have? So you go out there and search. Why current times? Because current times, if they did it, then you know where to go to do that. Right? So which academy did they go to? How much money did they put in? Who was the director? What exactly did they do? Everything you will get to know. Okay. So somebody from the current years, like in the past 5 years, has somebody done great things with the same passion that I have? Second thing, don't go search for people who have done it already, like 30+-year-old, 40+-year-olds. Don't go, because they have 20 years of struggle behind them. Yes, 20-30 years of struggle behind them. Do you want to take that path and go 20-30 years of struggle? No. So what do? You search for somebody your age, okay, or slightly maybe 3-4 years senior to you. Okay, your age, your times, current timing, current year. Okay, so current age. So you exactly know, oh, which college did they study in, which college did they pass out of, what all work did they do, then what did they do, where did they contact? All of those details you will easily get from Google. You choose them as your role model. Got the idea? Yeah. So that's the form. Yeah. Okay. You choose them as your role model. Okay. So that is where we are coming to. Are you able to see me? Let me know in the chat, please. Yeah. Because I see there is some disturbance. Yes. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So that's step one, step two. Step one is what? Find out your passion, and also don't worry about that passion changing. The passion changes a lot. Yeah, like I started with becoming a theater artist, then I found that my passion is into parenting. Now I find that my passion is into adolescent children, teenagers and all that. And so it keeps changing. And right now I do a little bit of theater. I use theater, but I do life coaching. Okay, so it will keep changing. But it's the idea there is about you going out and finding the best in the industry and following them. Not following them means not listening to what they say, exactly doing what they did, or do one more step of what they did. Now you know what exactly somebody has gone through, you are ready to go through that. Got the idea? So got two things. One, find out what your passion is. Two, find out the role model of the current time and your present age. Okay. So third thing is very, very, very important. Find out how much of resources are needed to go there. Resource means your time, your dad's and mom's scoldings, your everything, your friends, the amount of money you have in your hand, all of those things. So if you're choosing somebody and they did everything without getting any of this, without any investment of money or any of this, then that's good for you to go. And if you're choosing somebody and they actually reached there because they invested 1 crore rupees, then you might not be able to do. If you don't have 1 crore rupees, if you have, then you can surely go. So do that calculation and see what exactly you can do, or see if you can do this later on. Okay, this is one side thing that after I became a father that I thought of. I jumped into it when I did it, but later on I figured this out. Okay. Fourth thing is very, very, very important. Have your own support system. Okay. What do I mean by support system? You can't do it all alone. You need people to pull you to do more, to push you to do more, to be with you when you fall down, and people to support you there. It's like help you with things, doing things. Yeah, 4 things. Somebody who will pull you. Who is this somebody who is pulling you? The role models that you found out. Okay, these role models have already done it. They will pull you towards it. They might not know you, but from what they are doing, you are getting pulled towards them. Who will push you? Mentors. Okay, so have mentors for yourself. Okay, mentors is a very, very, very important thing. Not one mentor, two mentor, three mentor. Have as many mentors as possible for whatever you think. Have one mentor for to manage your money. Have one mentor to advise you on your career. Have one mentor for your talent and strength. Have one mentor, just like I have one mentor who will scold me always. Okay, you know why? Somebody will call me and say, sir, this program is there. This is free program. Can you do this? Now I call my mentor and say, you know why? That person will say, why are you doing this? You're doing it for free. You're the best in the industry. I'm like, yeah, thank you so much. I keep the phone. I call this person and say, see, free program. I will not be able to do. Okay. So I have mentors for everything. I have one mentor to cry to. So I'll say, hey, I want to cry to you. Can I call you sometime? So they'll say, yeah, or 10 நிமிஷத்துல call பண்ணு. Then I call and cry and say, ayyo, why did I do this? What am I doing? I don't have money. All of those things. So have mentors. Okay. So mentors will push you. Third, people to support you, be with you. நீங்க கீழே விழுந்தா they should also fall along with you, or be with you and say it's okay, you've chosen this, come, let's continue to do this. Otherwise we'll feel all alone. We'll go like, so most of the times these are our parents. Some are lucky to have parents like that. Yeah, some will say, yeah, I told you that time itself. No, now go and do your engineering job is what they'll say. So have somebody to tell you the other side, because everybody will come and say, do you want to stop this and go for a job? Do you want to stop this and go for a job? That's the third part. Fourth part is the people who will help you or support you, not help as such. Like they are people who will give you like food. Like I had friends who gave me house when I was homeless in Chennai. Some 4 friends. Yeah, I used to stay in everybody's house for like 2-3 days for like that. And I still have friends who will support me with some little money. I still have friends who will give me a lot of opportunities. Some friends who will like keep checking on me, saying, hey, is everything going good? So have somebody to support you. Apart from that, I also need to have friends that will help me with my work, to write my emails, to do my marketing, all of those things. They're not friends. They involve money also sometimes, but you need to have them. Okay. So if you have all of this, like these are the 4 things that you need to follow your passion and become a passionpreneur. Or if you think no logic, only magic, I want to jump into passion, I've seen people excel like that also. Like unme illama, they would have jumped in, they would have excelled. But that path, I've seen a lot of people fail. And that is why I do this do this, and I tell a lot of children that I train right now. I train a lot of children to become passionpreneurs. And I have like 7th standard boy who has invented a product, 5th standard girl who is running a pastry, 10th standard boy who is raising funds to help people who are affected by lockdown and everything. And there is one travel influencer, 9th standard girl, travel influencer. She's traveling and dancing at various places. All of these people that I mentor, these are the things that I make sure that they get before they start jump into their passion. Just blindly jumping into the passion is not going to help anyways. Thank you so much. Hope that was useful. Please let me know in the comments. Before you comment, please choose all panelists and attendees, so everybody get to know what you're typing, because a lot of people have messaged here to all panelists, and that only like the panelist team will be able to understand. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much, John. Yes, can you please come back with your statement on the last message? I didn't get it. All the chat message from the participants you can see, and also participants can see them as well.
Yeah, choose all panelists and attendees. I said a lot are sending it only to all panelists.
Only to panelists. Okay. I got it. Fine.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a wonderful feedback. Thank you so much. Thanks for pointing it out to us. Yes, attendees, when you send the message, when you put it as all panelists, only we can see, and other attendees cannot know that you have sent those message. So you can put it in the chat box as panelists and analysts, attendees. And yes, of course, I could see. In fact, I couldn't read John. I've been continuously getting message. So much of appreciation for you. And of course, people are also asking how to connect with you, or maybe you can share your social media handles if you like to.
Yes,
so I know you're a busy person.
No problem. No, I'm not that busy at all. So you see the name here. This is John Pradeep JL. Go and search any social media. I'll be there. I'm there on ShareChat to DH Hunt to Instagram, Facebook, everything. YouTube everywhere, and I'm doing phenomenal stuff there also. So you can, like Vartha, you can follow, because I keep giving a lot of things out there. So please go follow me there. John Pradeep JL in all handles.
All right, I would request MC Rehan to take it forward. If you find any interesting questions, also Rehan, you can see that. Tell me a power pack breakfast which you start your day with. Yes, of course, everyone is admiring your energy. They're asking you the tips about
Okay.
breakfast.
So my breakfast does not have anything to do with what I do, but what helps me is waking up early in the morning and doing power naps. I do a lot of power naps, like 15-minute nap. I lie down, set my alarm, put it on complete silent mode. 15 minutes, I'll wake up and start working. So power naps keeps me going through the day.
Well, Rehan, you can take one last question, anything, and then probably we can.
Any other questions?
So yes, attendees, we have put in John Pradeep's social media handles in the comment box. His Facebook, Twitter, all the handles we have posted it over there. Yes, and there is a question from Shubha. Are you conducting any theatre session online?
Yes, I do. Yeah, contact me on my social media. I will let you know about it. I do a lot of children's programs. There are some adult programs also, so I will let you know.
Thank you so much, John. And of course, it's a pleasure having you over here. And we have a beautiful e-certificate for you at this moment. So I'd request you to accept that. This will also.
Thank you so much. Looking forward to the certificate. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, right, thanks Nandini for all the coordination. Very nice coordination. Thank you all. I love talking here.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Of course, we really love your energy. In fact, audience have been enjoying that as well. The sports lunch session. Thank you so much once again. Looking forward to having you in your for future sessions as well.
Yeah, and Nandini here. Thank you very much, John.
Hi, Nandini.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And this will be broadcasted to many people after this. So your session will be definitely fruitful for many of them. Thank you very much. Wonderful having you here.
Thank
as
you.
Always.
Thank you. Thanks all attendees. All the best for your future. If at all you got inspired by this, followed your passion at some point, reach out to me. Yeah, I'm here to help you with whatever you want. Thank you.
Definitely. And 3G family is quite big, and students who have registered are quite big. So even if they're not here, probably tomorrow or any day further or future, they will definitely watch this and come back to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks. Bye.
Handing over the session to the next MC. Please take it over.
Yes, over to MC Charu.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for a wonderful speech. Now we would like to invite our next eminent speaker, Mr. Naveen Toshniwal, an engineer graduate from Jawadhpur University, who's right now a graphotherapy specialist, the CEO and founder of Chait Reader, and the director of Toshniwal Cables. He started his passionate career, graphotherapy, while he was studying in college. This 20-year-old science is used in many fields like psychology, forensics, and many more. Doing this as a part-time profession for last 10 years, he was invited in many universities, educational institutes, corporates as awareness session counselors, and notably in ISB Hyderabad. Today, he is here to enlighten us by sharing his wonderful and valuable information on the topic character analysis and self-improvement through handwriting analysis and therapy. We are very much happy to have you, sir. We are very much honorable to welcome to our conference, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. It's an honor to be invited by you for this session. So I'll just immediately start the session. First, I'll give you a small background about the history of graphoanalysis. It was sometime around 2000 years back, a well-known Greek scholar by the name Aristotle. He was one of the first people who actually pointed out link between the mind and the handwriting. He used to say that handwriting is actually mind writing, and what is there in our mind it comes out through the hand and through the pen on the paper. So that was the time when graphoanalysis got a birth. Now, lately, this science has been widely used in American and European countries for corporate placements. The interviewers get handwritten applications from the candidates, and they analyze the handwritings before actually they interview them. So they already have a brief background about the candidate before they interview them. Now, the most interesting and amazing part about this science, I will discuss later in details. It is called graphotherapy. First part is graphoanalysis, where we analyze the character of a person through the strokes in the handwriting. It has nothing to do with future or past of your life. It is not astrology. It is not numerology. It is pure and simple character analysis as on date. So once the analysis is done, the next part, which is most important, is the therapy. How you can actually change your personality, get over your negative traits, and positively utilize your positive traits simply by practicing small changes in the strokes of the handwriting. See, now the common question is that we don't write these days. It's a fact. It's a big fact. We hardly write these days. We are all on computer and on texting. But if you want to improve through this therapy, you are just required to write 5 minutes a day, only 5 minutes a day for a duration of about 3 weeks. And if you do it sincerely, you will get the desired changes. And once you get the changes, you need not continue the writing. You can just leave it. That's it. Okay. Now, I will just give you a small demo of how we do the analysis. It has nothing to do with a good handwriting or a bad handwriting. And remember, there are many people who say that we can analyze signature. Signature analysis practically has no value in character analysis of a person, because in a signature we will hardly get 4, 5 or 6 letters, maybe 10 letters, and it is not possible to accurately analyze anyone's character through a signature. Because when we analyze handwriting, we see the repetition of the strokes. Which stroke is repeated how many times? That gives an idea about the most prominent traits and the less prominent traits in that person. So just to give you an idea, I made a chart here. This is what we call an emotional chart. This shows the slant of the handwriting. A straight handwriting, a right slant handwriting, and a left slant handwriting. A right slant handwriting is a person who is expressive. A straight handwriting is a person who is composed and generally does not show emotions. A left slant handwriting is someone who is an introvert and will generally not show feelings, a reserved person. Now, these are some ways in which we can write small m's and small n's. Here, the m's and n's are ending with a point at the top. This indicates people who have a sharp mind and a good grasping ability. Here you can see inverted V's in the M's and N's. That shows curiosity for learning. And here you will see rounded tops. This is the way we were taught to write in school. This shows a person who takes time to understand something, has a habit of going into details, studying and restudying before he can actually understand it fully. Now I will show you some upper strokes. Upper strokes are like this. Here you will see a straight stroke. Now here you will see loops also. There are upper loops in this H, L, and here there is a bigger loop. Now these loops, upper loops, indicate people who are sensitive. Now there are small A's and O's which I have shown. This is a normal A, a normal O, and here you will see the O has a gap and the A has a gap at the top. Any gaps in small A's and O's indicate a person who is frank and friendly. Now here the O's are having loops, a loop within a loop, a bigger loop, and even a further bigger loop. These loops indicate people who are secretive. They will not share their feelings. And now here, these two O's, you will see there are double loops. One O loop in the beginning and one O loop in the end. This is a slightly dangerous stroke, which indicates people who have a deceitful mind or they are dishonest. Now, some lower strokes I will show you. A straight down stroke indicates people who have a strong determination. A small loop like this indicate people who are choosy or selective. A loop like this and a bigger loop like this. A lower loop indicates people who are actually having a creative mind and a good imagination. Incomplete loops like this indicate people who are not using their talents to the full extent. A swinging stroke like this, a downstroke and a swing like this, indicates people who have initiative. Again, it's a positive stroke. Now I will show you some T's. T's have a very important this thing in the handwriting analysis. This is a normal T with a T bar and a T stem and a T bar. Now, higher the T bar, the level of the T bar is towards the top. That indicates people who are ambitious and have a well-defined goal. Here, the T bar is going above the stem. That indicates a person who is an overthinker, a daydreamer. Just go on thinking that I will do this, but practical efforts to achieve the goals is not there. Now, a T bar going low indicates people who lack confidence in their own abilities. Not that they don't have abilities, but they have self-doubt. A T bar going to the right is a sign of short temper. A T bar going to the left is a sign of procrastination. A slanting T bar downwards is dominating personality. A hook like this in the T bar is a person who has jealousy or greed. Okay, so this will just give you an idea how actually we do the analysis of a person from the strokes. Now remember one thing, when we do the analysis, we have to frame the entire personality of a person, not just individual traits, before we go in for the correction or the therapy required for the individual. And remember, the correction or therapy is always individualistic. It is not common for everyone because every person is unique and has unique characteristic traits. So the overall analysis is done. Thereafter, the therapy of the person will be decided. Now, I'll give you an example. A person having extreme short temper will have this sort of stroke, T bar going to the right. So the therapy in this case to get rid of the short temper will be to cut the T bar over the stem, and I will give him one line and tell him to practice it for about 5 minutes a day for a duration of about 3 weeks. Thereafter, you will yourself start experiencing or feeling the changes once the 2 or 3 weeks are lapsing. Now, what all characteristics can be analyzed through handwriting? I'll just briefly tell you on that. Ambitions, your goals, curiosity for learning, whether you're secretive or friendly, how strong is your willpower, your determination, whether you are frank, friendly, what is your initiative level, whether you are independent, what is your concentration level, whether you have short temper or you are composed, whether you are sensitive, and even more serious traits like resentment and even depression and even suicidal tendencies can be seen through the handwriting strokes. And of course, there is a therapy and improvement for everything. So there's nothing to worry. Any negative strokes can be taken care of by therapy, and any positive strokes or any talents which you are not using can be easily utilized through small changes or practice in the strokes. Now, relating to this particular session, how does it help in career guidance? See, the most important thing is that first of all, you need to define your goals. And a common problem these days is that people are ambitious, but goals are not defined. So suggest strokes to the people who can actually, which will actually help them to define their goals and help build up their determination to work on it, build up their willpower, and build up their persistence to pursue or make up a. And once this is done, then it is very easy for the people to achieve targets or their these things, yeah, their ambitions. So I hope I have been able to briefly tell you about what graphoanalysis and graphotherapy is. Remember, I repeat, it has nothing to do with astrology. It is purely character analysis through the strokes in the handwriting. Now, one common query which I get is that my handwriting is very bad. It is not legible. How can you analyze my handwriting? Remember, good or bad handwriting has nothing to do with your character. See, one common query, you must have seen that doctors' handwritings, they are normally not legible. But I do not need to read what they have written. I will simply see the strokes. And after seeing the strokes, I will be able to analyze them properly and define their character. So I hope this has given you some idea. If there are any queries, we can discuss in the last few minutes.
So there is a question in the chat box. One of my hobby is calligraphy.
Okay.
I improve my natural writing frequently. Will that affect?
No, actually, calligraphy is a different science altogether. It is actually purposely making your handwriting in a very specific way to make it look beautiful. It has nothing to do with your character analysis or improvement. When you are required to improve your personality or character, you have to give your natural handwriting for analysis and a natural practice to improve your traits for the therapy. So calligraphy is a totally different subject altogether. It has nothing to do with graphoanalysis and therapy. I think
And there is a question whether do you conduct trainings and probably how they can connect with you if they like to connect with you.
yeah, I can. Should I type out my contact details in the chat box?
We can do that for you, sir. That's not a
Yeah,
problem.
okay, okay. You can do that for us. You already have the contact details.
Yes.
They can contact me by email, by WhatsApp, and I am also there on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. And when you search my name, Naveen Toshniwal, you will get a caption at the bottom, graphotherapy specialist. So you will be able to know that it's me, because there are few more Naveen Toshniwals.
That's wonderful, sir. Thank you very much, sir. And someone has asked, I have beautiful cursive handwriting. Okay. And can you please tell my personality? Okay. So I think, Yusuf, I myself can answer that one anyway. Okay, so over to you, because I have been one of the testimonies of Naveen sir, myself Nandini Arvindan, for all of you. So I have also, given my handwriting, and he has instructed me to change my handwriting in a way that it is more constructive and productive. So I myself have experienced his knowledge and his experience personally, and that is why I wanted him to be here, part of Tamil Nadu conference. And thank you very much, sir, for doing that. And would you like to add some light on that particular question?
Yeah, actually, as I told you, calligraphy is a totally different subject altogether. It is
no, not calligraphy.
Yeah.
No, the question was, I have beautiful cursive handwriting. Can you tell me my personality? That's the question.
Yeah, why not? If the strokes are there and if your handwriting is naturally cursive, the strokes will still come. So it is definitely possible to analyze your handwriting. There's no problem.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So, what is the best way to cure the person who is filled with depression and anxiety? Okay.
Yes,
So,
yes.
yeah.
Yes, yes. That is very important, because these days depression and all these things are very common. So we will be able to see the strokes in the handwriting, and I will give the therapy to change those strokes. And if you practice it, as I told you, for 5 minutes a day for a duration of 2 to 3 weeks, you will get over the depression. And there's no if and but about it. It will definitely happen.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. I think, all the questions are answered beautifully. And handing it over to the MC. Thank you very much, Naveen, sir. This is Nandini here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for calling. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your valuable information with us. That too in writing, it's very much new infos. Now, as a token of love, we would like to present you a e-certificate. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that's so nice of you. Very nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now I like to hand over to the MC, Mark.
Thank you, Charu. A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure for me to introduce our speaker today, Mr. Sriram K. He's the founder and CEO of Tech Green Groups, a dropout turned entrepreneur and a hacker who helps organizations to secure their data. Work with top giants like Google, Microsoft, and more, with multiple awards from Government of Tamil Nadu as an Emerging Entrepreneur of the Year, and also awarded by Government of Maharashtra as a Social Entrepreneur of Education. With this NGO, Let's Hack Foundation that has guided more than 300,000 students all over India, and also holds an award as a Top Achiever of the Year 2019. So let's welcome Mr. Sriram K to our dais. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. So am I audible for everyone? So I just want to know, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll go with the slides because that's comfortable for me, Okay. So yeah. So myself, I'm Sriram. So I'm 21 years old. I believe everyone can see the screen, right? No? Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. I believe everyone can see the screen now. Yeah.
Yes, Sriram, we can see the screen.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, myself, I'm Sriram. So I'm a college dropout turned entrepreneur and a hacker. So information security community call me left-handed hacker, and that is what my nickname is on the InfoSec community. And probably I believe I'm the youngest speaker on this entire list of speakers. Probably I'm 21 years old, so I don't want to say anything like any advice or something like that. Now, எந்த அட்வைஸும் கொடுக்கறதுக்கும் எனக்கு தோணல, because we had a lot of good speakers coming up இல்லையா. So I thought like I should share my journey. என்னோட journey நான் ஷேர் பண்ணா நல்லா இருக்கும்னு தோணுச்சு. So that is what the most important thing, because as a dropout அது ரொம்ப கஷ்டமான ஒரு விஷயம், families oppose பண்ணிக்கிட்டு. So I just wanted to share my journey. And before this, and I'm Sriram, and I'm the founder and CEO of TechReach Cyber Solutions. We are one of the India's smallest and youngest cybersecurity providers. And I'm a founder of 5 different startups on different sectors. And I'm also in Google VRP security researcher. Basically, I'm a hacker who hack companies for money. And on 2019, I was able to hack into several companies, and Google rewarded me with a reward, which is undisclosed. I don't want to say this. And they rewarded me as a top security researcher. And I'm also a top tech achiever on Intercon 2018, and I'm also an emerging entrepreneur 2018 by the government of Tamil Nadu, and like many more, and that is how just a minute. Yeah. Okay. And that is how my journey started, and it was on my 11th standard. I was on my 10th standard. I scored 450, which is around like 90%. And my dad gifted me a mobile phone, and I wanted to explore the internet. And one of my computer sir said, there is a field called cybersecurity you must go on for. And I said, what is cybersecurity? And he explained about cybersecurity. So with just 250 rupees, with a pack of 1 GB for per month on 2015, that's what I'm talking about. 2015 timeல 250 rupees கொடுத்து அந்த 1 GB data packல நான் எல்லாமே அந்த cyber security related stuff I used to learn from my mobile and nothing else. I was good in programming, so I was learning externally, but I never concentrated on my studies மேல கான்சென்ட்ரேட் பண்ணாததுனால 12th like around like 770, and that's my total score. And parents were really disappointed on me, and they decided to go for a college and decided to do my computer science engineering, since I was so addicted to computers. And I scored 9.2 out of 10 GPA, and I was a department topper on my first year. Basically, I'm a good learning student, and I was a department topper, and the entire college praised me. But I wanted to learn everything new, right? So I wanted to I wanted to explore stuff, and again I stopped concentrating on my studies. And and what happened is I had a list of arrears on my second semester, and out of 6 subjects I had 5 arrears, 5 papers failed, and I had 5 arrears. By the end of third year I had 15 plus arrears, because engineering was outdated on my way of learning, to be honest, from my way of learning, because I was learning very much technological stuff, so much updated stuffs. But engineering was a bit outdated from my way of learning. I wanted to explore new technologies, but engineering was not a place for me to do that. We wanted to come to the exams, you need to complete your assignments, but that wasn't really making me comfortable. Instead of making me think that I want to escape from this stuff, and that is where and the most important thing is I never wanted a 9 to 5 job. I'm not blaming anyone. இங்க யாருமே நான் குறை சொல்லல. I am not like criticizing anyone, but seriously I hated 9 to 5 job. Like I don't know why, but from the beginning I hated 9 to 5 job, and I just wanted to explore my own ideas, and that is what I wanted to do. And let it be my idea, let it be my money, and let it be my loss, and that is what I wanted to. And that is how I started, and I realized I was good in really hacking. I was good in hacking. On 2016 I was really good in hacking. So on 2016, with my friend Varsha, we started a small startup named as Tech Reach Cyber Solutions. It was a very big leap for us, and we were looking for clients all over. That was a very toughest situation being a startup. We didn't do any market research, we didn't do any like very good product, but as an amateur like startup, we entered into the market, and we were looking for clients. And we then later realized we are not doing the better, and we need to do something good. And then what we did is we built a product which is named as Zapsec and Zsec, which are two products, and we gave them for gave it for the web application administrators for securing their web application. Basically, it's an application to secure their websites and their servers, and it was given in an like so much market price that we're competing with the leading products. And it was amazing success. We were able to capture most of the market, and we were able to capture most of the startups during my first year of my startup, and I was doing my first year of my college too. And that was really really good. But no one is on the top, right? And everyone comes down. And on 2019 we had to shut down temporarily due to technological changes, because we didn't update to further technologies. And that is what the most bad thing we did. நாங்க அந்த டெக்னாலஜிஸ் கூட அப்டேட் ஆகல, and that is what the most bad thing is. And we shut down on 2019 temporarily, and we are still working on it. Probably we'll up by 2021. And I love teaching, so I started an NGO named as Tech Reach Education to teach slum students. They wanted to explore some technologies, right? Because they don't have access to computers or something else, so we wanted to teach them. And we also helped some youngsters to get a job, and we also helped more than 300 plus students to get a job in their respective fields. And out of these situations, out of a lot of ideas I had in my mind, I decided to drop out of my college on my third year. Like my entire family opposed it, but when I said I can do it, and I'm doing really good in my startup, so I'm going to drop out, my entire family opposed it. And you have relatives, so that's the most toughest thing. And fortunately I came out of my engineering college, but I had ideas coming up again and again. I decided to do now something new. I just wanted to do everything what I decided to do. And then we started a startup on automobiles. On 2018 we started Gearbit to provide affordable super bikes and supercars. And you can see an image of my unit bikes that were loaded up on our first stock. We loaded around like 20 Kawasaki Ninjas X brand new bikes for our showroom, and we were able to sell everything on my first day of bringing it inside the showroom, and we were able to also sell some supercars to all the clients all over India, and we sold Rolls Royce, and we sold Ferraris, we sold Ducatis, Kawasaki Ninja super bikes, and we were doing really good during that time, and that was a startup, and we are also still working on it deep inside to provide roadside assistance and other type of assistance to in order to grow our startup. But still, due to this pandemic, we have temporarily shut down all the operations during this time. And again on 2018 I came up with a new idea to manufacture bricks using e-waste, and the government of Tamil Nadu rewarded me rupees 5 lakhs to funding for to further develop this idea. And we were also able to claim an incubation center on e-cell center of government of Tamil Nadu. We were doing really good, and that was a time we were doing really good. We had multiple startups going on, and this was the last startup that almost broke me, so. And this was a food based startup, and I almost invested all my hard work without proper research, to be honest. We had just 6 months of research period, and within the just 6 months of period we decided to deploy the startup on starting of 2019, and within like launch of 3 days, um, where like we broke down. We almost lost all our investors, we almost lost all our clients. We weren't able to do it, and I always invested all my money on this. But I couldn't make it possible because of this one startup, and we are still trying to come up. This was my favorite startup. Like I used to love non-veg biryanis, and that was the motive to start the startup named as Soru. And it almost broke me down, to be honest. And that is what I wanted to say. I just wanted to share even more journeys to like go on. I gave seminars on stock market to a very famous college in Chennai, and realized they had no idea about it. To be honest, they had no idea about stock market, and we decided to start a startup on stock market to simulate a stock market experience for students who wanted to invest on stock market. And we are also working on with companies like Zeppe and cryptocurrencies companies, to provide simulating experience for college students to make them motivating to invest on stock market. We wanted to make students to understand what really stock market is. And most of my investments were on watch showrooms. I usually love watches, and most of my investments were on watch showrooms. And if you want to go grab a watch, go to the Phoenix Mall and just give me a call. I'll give you some like superb discounts. And we are also working on chemical industries, and also, as I said, we are also working deep inside automobiles too. That is my new startups coming on. And at present I hack companies for money, and that is what I do. And this is a picture of me as in Google VRP's top security researcher, who hacked Google for more than 13 times. And I hold the rank for 54. Probably on 2020 I'll be rank on like more than 500, to be honest. And this is how my journey was. I still hack companies, and during this pandemic I'm hacking companies. And that is what my basically that's my job is. Hacking is my like love for hacking is never stopped. I just want to say everyone, like and as I said, we had a lot of good speakers and amazing speakers. I'm probably the youngest one. I don't want to dump you with advices, but still I wanted to share you something that might make you feel good. You don't need a degree to succeed, actually. When I decided to join degree, I thought, okay, if I complete a degree, maybe I'll go for a startup. And then I realized, no, startup isn't something, not that depends upon degrees, but it always depends upon all your experience and your hard work. And that is where I decided to drop out on my college third year. I had more than like 15 areas, and all my staffs, my HODs, even my principal said, like, you are doing a bad thing, you shouldn't drop out, you should continue your studies, you're a good like learning student. And they said, maybe I'll take a chance this time. And I decided to drop out. And you don't need a very good place for, you have internet, which is a very big source of knowledge. People are not using internet for their for these kind of purposes. I see a lot of youngsters of my age. I used to attend a lot of award functions, where I was invited to receive my awards. if I see those competitors, the people who were fighting with me for the awards, they were like more than like aged 40 or 50 plus. I couldn't even see a single guy or a girl aged under or even at my age, and that was really disappointing, because I was fighting with some older people, to be honest, and that was so disappointing. I just wanted to fight with some people who are of my age, but I couldn't really do it. And you have internet, which is the best source of knowledge, that like youngsters are not making use of it. Instead of using it for Facebook or pornhub.com or something else, whatever the youngsters are doing right now here, and I just want to say, you have internet connection everywhere. You have internet connection, make use of it. You have everything. It doesn't mean I belong to CSE department, so I'll go related to CSE department. It doesn't matter. I'm basically from a mathematical family. My dad is an accountant, my mom is an accountant. I just wanted to be a computer guy, and I ended up being an automobile guy. I was really good in mechanics. I can rip out, I can dismantle an entire engine, I can reassemble an engine within like 30 minutes. I can do it. I'm capable of doing it because of my interest. I loved doing it, and that is what I wanted to say. And never ashamed to do a job. I see, a lot of people, a lot of youngsters are very ashamed to do a job. I sold tea in Anna City. If you can't really believe it, you can go to my Instagram, and you can also see it on there. I sold tea in Anna City and made profit for more than 10,000 within a week. And we as a group of students, we did this, and I delivered rice bags too. And it is not like ashamed job. Everything is an experience. You learn from your mistakes, right? And everything is an experience. Learn from your mistakes, and that is what your job is. And that is what you need to do is, and explore the world. And don't just explore in your books. There's more than what you see in the books. I just want you guys to tell that like you have everything in the internet. You can learn everything. You have books, not just books. You have the world to explore. Go out and explore everything. Learn from the world, not just from your books. Don't just go behind your books and go for the marks. Just go out, explore the world, and do what you really love. And and that is what I wanted to say. So if you want to be an entrepreneur, be creative. So being creative is not something you tend to develop yourself. It is what something you tend to develop by yourself by birth. It is not by practice or something. You need to try to solve a problem. Everybody has a problem, right? Yeah, absolutely. Like everybody has a problem during their life, and it is something challenging. The one who is trying to solve this problem can become an entrepreneur, and also who is trying to make money from it is an entrepreneur. It doesn't matter how much money you have for a startup. With just 200 rupees, I started this journey, and today I'm here with my 5 startups. you know and it doesn't matter. Your idea matters a lot, and that is the most important thing. I just want to say, you guys, your idea matters a lot. That is what. Don't care about the money, and don't care about the naysayers, including your parents. Ignore them. I just want to tell you guys, you are 21, probably people here are above 18, and you guys have a brain, and you can think of your own. And yeah, you can think of your own, which is good or bad. Think out of your own. Don't if your parents are saying it's bad, yeah, think it again and again. If it is good for you, yeah, go for it. And if you love, go for it. And the most important thing is a team. That team is the most important thing. And right now, when I started the startup, I had 14 people, and after this pandemic, I have only 3 people left in my team. You need a good team, and that is why we are lagging behind the market. And and that is what the most important thing is. You need a good team to make yourself comfortable, to make your position sustainable for others. And also be super selfish. I just want to tell you guys, you must be super selfish. Never be a guy who wants to, give up everything or give everything, and be super selfish. I just want to tell you guys, save a lot of money. There are a lot of situations I used to save a lot of money during my age of like 2018. I was in Bhopal, and I decided to walk for 13 kilometers instead of spending 300 rupees on taxi. That was a situation. I was trying to save a lot of money during those time. And that is what I wanted to say. Save a lot of money, and save for future. And that is the most important thing. And save for your future, save a lot of money. You need money, and money is the most important thing that the people will recognize you, and the people will respect you. So that is the most important thing. Have bigger dreams, which is the most important thing here. A dream is not something which is possible for others and impossible for you. It must be impossible for everyone. It doesn't mean I need to go buy a ninja bike. So no, that's not a dream. That's something common, like not all other people could do. Just think what you are not capable of and try to make it capable, and try to work hard for it. And that is what I wanted to say. End of the day, I just wanted to say, end of the day, money matters a lot here. Right from your birth to right from your graveyard, money matters a lot here. If money is not in your pockets, no one's gonna respect you, and no one's gonna come behind you. And that is what I wanted to say. Money matters a lot here. No matter what you do, earn good money in a legal way, without harming anyone, without hurting anyone. That is the most important thing. You can make money by any form of matter. Even in engineering, it doesn't matter. My friend, who's an engineering student, has a tea shop in Chennai, in I guess in Saidapet. He's making more than like 25,000 in a week, in a peak area inside the petty. He's having a tea shop now. It's something like shocking, but still, he makes more than a professional IT guy. And that is what I wanted to do. And that is what I wanted to say. Money matters a lot here, and that is what I wanted to say. And please do what you really love. For students here, if you're doing your engineering, yeah, don't be a dropout like me, listening to my words. Okay, okay, நாமளும் drop out எல்லாம் நம்மளும் சூப்பரா வந்துரும் இல்ல. No, not just like that. I had a luck. I also had people with me, and it doesn't mean you also should drop out, and you should also come behind me, do a startup and do a revolution here. And I just want to say, do your degrees, complete it, and do whatever you want for the next 2 years after completing your degree. Work hard on it, work hard on it, and you can do whatever you can. Okay, so thank you so much for inviting me. And if you want to learn hacking, yeah, please ping me. I can also teach you. And we have an upcoming session coming up. You can also ping me on Instagram. We have a very good upcoming session right now, so which will be conducted online. So I'm very much excited about this. I can teach you everything about hacking. You can hack into your girlfriend's account or boyfriend's account. I'll teach you, but don't ask me to hack into your boyfriend's or girlfriend's account. And that is what I wanted to say. Do what you love. Thank you so much. It's been a great pleasure for inviting me. Thank you. To be honest, this is my first online virtual conference. I am very much happy about this. And yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
Well, Sriram, there's a question. Okay.
Yeah.
Of course, we know ethical hacking,
Yeah.
but there's a question: is hacking ethical?
Um,
Yeah, over to you.
So, hacking is ethical until you don't leak any data. Until, if you are not misusing the data. And that is what I wanted to say. Yeah, hacking is ethical, but if you are reporting it to the company, if you are, telling it to the company that your data is getting leaked, I can steal your data. If you're telling it to the company, yeah, obviously it's totally ethical. And a lot of companies are paying us money. Apple is paying out 7.2 crores as a biggest bounty if you hack into Apple. And recently my friend Bhavik Jain from Delhi received approximately 95 lakhs, I believe, as a bounty from Apple for hacking into anyone's Apple account. And recently one of my friend was rewarded 20,000 US dollars by Instagram for hacking into any Instagram account. He's from Chennai. And Lakshmi Motyam, and he's also my good friend. I have a lot of hackers as a friend. I'm also a hacker. And you can also ping me on Instagram if you have any doubts regarding hacking. If you want to learn hacking, yeah, you can also let me know. No issues in that. Yep.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sriram. I think the questions are done, because you were answering it already in your session, but that's okay. Anyways, we don't have much questions here. Rather, I think most of them would definitely get inspired by you, and definitely they will turn into ethical hacker, as you said, right? Yeah.
Hacking is fun, to be honest. It's something like stealing others' data is fun, and that is what.
Good. Any which ways, as you said, it has to be more ethical, and that has to be very much, taken into account. So thank you
Definitely.
very much, Sriram, and handing over the session to the next MC.
Yeah.
Yes, before we go to the next speaker, we would like to hand over the beautiful e-certificate for Sriram for spending his valuable time here. So Sriram, can you please turn off your screens? Yes, we have turned on our.
Yeah.
So there's a beautiful certificate for you, and we'll also be emailing it to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Sriram.
Thank you.
Yes, before we go to the next speaker, since audience have been asking a lot of questions about the certificates and also other formalities, and one important announcement, please keep filling the feedback form, the session review form, because that's very much needed. That's going to mark your attendance, and also that's going to be a feedback for us, like who are the speakers we can bring in the next time, and what are the topics we are going to select. All those things are going to be decided based on that. And regarding the certificate, says this is World Book of Records event where you get 3 different certificates. 2 are absolutely free. One is for attending the artificial intelligence webinar, and the second one is for completing your MCQ test, for which you'll be getting the certificate, Career Counseling Foundation certificate. Apart from that, if you like to get World Book of Records certificate, you can apply directly on the website. We'll be sending the link, and you can pay the nominal fee, and you can collect the certificate. And we would request you to give us some time, because it takes 15 working days for WBR, World Book of Records, to send you the certificate. When you say 15 working days, please don't include the Saturdays and Sundays in between. So ideally, it may be somewhere between 20 to 25 days after the end of the last day of the conference. Because that is one common question what we keep getting, that we did not get certificate, I have made the payment. We request you to wait for 20 to 25 days, including Saturdays and Sunday. After that, if you have not yet got, please contact our support team. We'll be flashing the support team number also. And my humble request, please connect with us on the WhatsApp. We have been sharing our WhatsApp number in the chat window. Please be part of any of the 3G's official WhatsApp group, so that you don't miss any of the updates. So these are the updates related to the certificates, and also I've told you about the feedback form. When I say feedback form, please feed every feedback form twice. For example, once Sriram session is over now, you can go to the feedback form, open it, select the topic, and you can give the feedback for the topic, and then you can submit it. Once again, open the link, you select Sriram's name and give feedback for him. So we need review for this session and also for the speaker. And yes, there is another question asking about the link for certificate. Everything is being shared in the WhatsApp group. So that's the reason I'm asking you to be part of the WhatsApp group. Also, if you have not yet registered for this conference, because I could see a lot of friends would have invited you, sending the Zoom link or the YouTube link. So we would request you to register in the website. You can go to the website 3gmelife.com, and once you click that, you need to select Tamil Nadu conference, and then you need to click register now. You'll find a lot of options over there: become a volunteer, watch the live stream. All you need to do is register now, and then you'll get a form, and then you can fill the forms, and it will be asking you for a referral code. You can put in our leader Dr. Maharaja's referral code 002 over there. The procedure again: go to the website 3gmelife.com, click Tamil Nadu conference, click register now, and then fill the form along with the referral code 002, and that's done. And you will be asked to be there will be a link for you to get added to your WhatsApp group. That's how we can also get added to WhatsApp group, because these are the basic things. If you have done that, you are going to be connected with us throughout. We are going to come with lot more conferences across India at different states, because we are conducting this conference after the successful completion of All India conference, and after that we had Kerala, we had Delhi, now we are having it here, and then lot more conferences are in pipeline. So we want you to be connected with us for all the conference. Having said that, I would like to hand over the session to MC Jason to give the introduction for the next speaker.
Yes, thank you so much, MC Thomas. So thank you to all the attendees of the event for your valuable presence. This is your MC Jason. It's my honor and privilege to welcome our next speaker onto the Zoom screen, who's going to be adding massive value on the topic, innovation and entrepreneurship. If I have to share a little bit about the speaker, right, Dr. A.P. Achar is presently working as the CEO of AIC Nitti Incubation Center. As a CEO, he has put in nearly 3 decades of service in teaching, training, and consultancy in management, out of which 4 years as Dean at Justice K.S. Hegde Institute of Management, Nitte, 5 as years Director of Sayadri School of Management, Mangalore, and nearly 21 years as Professor in Manipal Group of Institutions. During his tenure as a professor at MIT, he had occupied several administrative positions like Head Center for Small Business Management, Chairman Placement Committee, Student Welfare Officer, and many more. His area of specialization in teaching are human resource management and entrepreneurship. So with a huge round of applause, help me welcome up on the Zoom screen, Dr. A.P. Achar. Over to you, sir.
Good evening, all of you. Very good evening. I congratulate the organizing team for hosting this wonderful event. And this is my privilege and pleasure to be part of this wonderful event. A brief about my organization. Is screen is visible?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
A brief introduction about my organization. NITTE Education Group is the second largest education group in the region, with 35 institutions offering 75 courses to around 15,000 students in 3 campuses, Bengaluru, Mangalore, and NITTE. We have been categorized as A by NAC, and we offer courses in healthcare, engineering, management, pharmacy, biomedical, except agriculture. We're offering course in all the professional areas. We have a world-class research center, and we have a lot of patents and IPS. Recently, we have been approved by the Niti Aayog for setting up an world-class incubation center. It is called Atal Incubation Center. Niti Aayog has recently started a mission called Atal Innovation Mission. Under this mission, they're setting up 100 world-class incubation centers all over India and premier institute, and NITTE is one among them. AAC NITTE Incubation Center is a Section 8 company. They received a grant of around 9 crore for a period of 5 years. And our main objective is to motivate young graduates to take up entrepreneurship as a career. We also have mandated to support the micro enterprise in the region. We provide end-to-end services to the those who want to become entrepreneurs in three main areas: biotech, agriculture, and application of IT in the above areas. The services we provide is physical facility with a furnished office. As anyone who want to become an entrepreneur, we'll give them an office space, laboratory services, maintenance services for 2 years, and we also provide them all the information required for the project. We mainly target youngsters who are not decided to be an entrepreneur, but we want to motivate them an entrepreneur. Someone has already decided to be an entrepreneur, but he has no idea. So we help them to develop business ideas. We conduct ideation workshop. We also have a fab lab, and many people will also have an idea, but they can't convert into a product. So we have facility for that. Some people have a product, but they can't commercialize it. So we'll help them to go to market strategies. These are the services offered by the incubation center. Coming to entrepreneurship, today all policymakers, academicians, everybody talks about developing entrepreneurs because India has a vision to be the Vishwaguru, or the Prime Minister always say that we want to be a 5 trillion economy. This is possible only when our youngsters take up entrepreneurship as a career option. Because of our faulty education system, we are not able to produce entrepreneurs. If you look at the history, Indian history, till 18th century, India was India's Vishwaguru, and we had around 70% share in the world trade, and we had a lot of entrepreneurs. But when Britishers ruled India for 200 years, they completely destroyed the entrepreneurial spirit. And since independence, so a lot of initiatives have been taken to motivate, to encourage youngsters to take up entrepreneurship as a career option. Incubation centers, we have around 300 incubation centers funded by government in different colleges in different part of the country. But the Atal Incubation Center is mandated to motivate the students to take up entrepreneurship as a career option. And in NITTE, we have decided that at least 30% of the outgoing students should take up entrepreneurship as a career option when they go from the college. Entrepreneurship, there are career paths, there are push and pull factors. The 3 different routes for entrepreneurship in India is: one is you are an unemployed person, you're frustrated, nothing else to do, then you take up self-employment. Second is you are educated, you get a job, you are frustrated in the job, not satisfied at all, so you want to get into. There are many people who started entrepreneurship after quitting the job. Third category is which we're targeting is directly education to entrepreneurship. During the study only, so we call student entrepreneurship, and they do innovation, get great ideas and convert into a product. This is what we are aiming at now. Pull factors are some students by default want to be an independent. They want to create wealth for themselves and wealth for others, and they want to develop society. So these are the factors which what responsible for entrepreneurs. The questions come, is there an eligibility criteria to be an entrepreneur? There's a debate that whether entrepreneurs are born or entrepreneurs are made. Yes, though some of them are born, some of them are made, but anybody and everybody cannot become an entrepreneur. To become an entrepreneur, one need to have certain competencies. I need to have some criteria. Entrepreneurship start with a brilliant idea, and once you have an idea, you must have execution skill and the fashion that all required to implement it. The starting point is burning desire to be an entrepreneur, and that will take you to a different height. And a strong educational background can increase the probability of success. Now, by AICTE has made it compulsory that all colleges, both at UG and PG, should offer entrepreneurship as a part of curriculum to motivate students to be an entrepreneur. But this only may add on to the success of the students. The charm of being an entrepreneur. This is the career for those who want to be boss of their own life. It can be highly paid as a profession if your business kickstarts well. And this is emerging as a preferred option among students that are willing to go out of the way and do something creative. Entrepreneurship is always for those who think beyond the box, who are always creative and do something new. So you want to be a master of your own destiny, you want to be in control of what you do, then you have to become entrepreneur. There are some challenges, both charm and challenges is, again, it is work-life balance. You need to do everything A to Z in the beginning. So you cannot hire employees because it's a one-man company, or maybe 2-3% together you do a business. And there can be blockades from government regulation to tax system and other day operations every day. So there will be a lot of problems in the way of becoming an entrepreneur. One need to have that courage, the persistence to overcome this challenges. These are some of the challenges entrepreneurs face. Now, entrepreneurship is all about creativity and innovation. As I told you, that entrepreneurship starts with startup. When you start with an idea, to get an idea, you must have creativity and innovation. So India was for a long time known for innovation. If you look at the IRPS, and so many innovation happened in India. But again, because of education system, it has come down. But recently, in the last, I think, 4 or 5 years, our colleges are becoming an innovation hub. And that is why we are promoting a lot of entrepreneurship also. 3 components of creativity that leads to innovation are the domain relevant skills. Suppose you have a domain knowledge or a skill in biotechnology or in aerodynamics, so you invent something which is related to the area. Or some people have a creative thought process. When you always look at something in a new angle, then you invent something new. And some people have intrinsic task motivation. Whatever they do in a different way. They don't do in a normal way. So whenever people start to question status quo, when they look at something new and they come out with new product or new process or new idea. So 3 components of creativity. And stages in creative thought process is, one is a preparation. You need to be mentally prepared that I don't want to be a routine person. I want to be something new. I want to be a special person. Then I'll always look at finding out something new or special. Then you incubate that new idea, get more insight into that, evaluate, elaborate, and you find a new solution, a new product. So what is an innovation then? Innovation is newness or adding value. It could be a functional value, a technology driven, a symbolic value, a design driven, or it could be a degree of newness, a radical innovation. The Facebook, Instagram, or the WhatsApp, all these things people are using today are the radical innovation. Incremental innovation, it is something called imitation. Like we have Flipkart is copied from Amazon. Even some of these products which you see in the market are incremental innovation, which is more or less imitation from the existing innovation. So entrepreneurship starts with innovation. If you don't have an innovative mind, you cannot become entrepreneur at all. Then what is a new innovation? How do you define it? Can we mean different? It can mean different thing to different people. We are doing something completely new to the world, that is 10%. We do new to the firm, it is 20%. Addition to the existing product or process, 26% innovation. Improvement and revision to the existing product or process is 26%. And repositioning with different purpose is 7%. New to the market, new market and new segment, new to the season at a cost reduction. These are all some of the examples of innovation. Look at some of these are revolutionates the process or the concept of innovation. Some of the example, the computer, laptop you're using, the Google web browser, Escape and AOL we're using, all these are revolutionary innovation. Now the payment gateways, the mobile phone, all these are some of the few examples which led to the world-class business, the innovation led to world-class business. Now, entrepreneurship model based on this, initially one person comes with an idea or a group of people do innovation comes with an idea. And if it is done by 2-3 people, they make a team and they face a lot of uncertainty. And we have one startup registered with what it does, wanted to do is that he want to idli sambar. Idli sambar is given in the market today. With reverse technology, you want to make it a idli as a powder, sambar as a powder. And if you put a water to that, it becomes original idli. If you put a water to this sambar, it becomes original sambar. So with a lot of research and a lot of hard work, he says his product is ready to go for a market. But uncertainty is no bank is willing to give money to him because his product is completely new. It is not in the market. And there's a lot of uncertainty also that had to scale up. He says today the new generation youngsters, they don't have a time to go to hotel, order idli or sambar, so they want an instant food. Even IT professions also. But it's very he had to embrace a lot of uncertainty. And capital market, I think, has gone up to around 4 or 5 banks as per the government rules. Say that banks has to give funding to this startup without security. Credit guarantee scheme, but till today, last 3 months, he's struggling to get it. We give some small seed money, which is not enough. So initially, he thought he could alone do it, but he said he can't do it. So he had to made a team of one is finance, one is marketing, then look for a different opportunity, mobilize resources, and prepare a business plan. Then communicate to the stakeholders, to the customers, to the policymakers that I have a beautiful product. This is how the startup creation happens. That's how the entrepreneurship model builds up. So entrepreneurship is not for routine, those who do routine work. This is for dare to dream. Those are very creative, do things which others refuse to do. No compromise between dreams and capabilities. The new ones can start from the forgotten old ones, stop and look around. These are some of the qualities. And as I told you that entrepreneurship starts with an idea. Idea comes from R&D or from research, continuous research, or it can also come from looking at a problem. 2 young guys were waiting for a taxi for 4 hours. Taxi didn't come. Thought, why? There's so many taxis are there. Why taxis are not coming? So the Ola Uber concept came only because of that. So when you look at a serious problem, every problem gives gives a solution, and the solution becomes an idea for starting a new business. And if you want to give a new customer experience, it's online shopping now. So you not go to initially we had a Kirana stop, then the shopping mall came. So the customer want to give a different experience. There's the experience, not just buying a product, best quality product, but the experience of buying it. So new model of business came into picture. So disruption happens to make product cheaper, better, faster, and it's something new to the customer. So there are a lot of platforms also available, and this is a value chain. You can reduce the value chain, you can increase the, you can supply chain, you can redefine supply chain of the product. And we in Karnataka, we have farmers produce companies. We have around 250 farmers produce companies. Each one specialized in certain product, like potato, somebody specialized in jackfruit, somebody, they're called product wise. Each of them work in isolation. But the problem is where to get a customer. So the one of the startup we have is they provide a digital platform for all the startup to come in one platform, so they can offer what product they have. For example, in Kolar we have a tomatoes. In South Canara we have a coconut. So in Kolar they can consume only 20% of tomato and 80% is surplus. In South Canara we consume only 10% of coconut, 90% we have surplus. Kolar don't have coconut, South Canara don't have tomato. If both of them come in a platform, so they can do a barter. So 90% of their middleman is eliminated, both of them benefit. In the same time, what this startup is doing is that a lot of trucks which move from Mumbai to Udupi, they come to Udupi, download it and go empty. So he is bringing the all trucks into this platform. So this FU come to know that one truck is going empty to Mumbai. So he will put his goods and send it to Mumbai. So it will get at 25% of the rate he can transport. So all these things are happening because of the innovation, some idea. We have around 30 startup. Every startup is unique, and it comes either from R&D or from looking at some problem and find. We have another startup, a small example. There is see a lot of house owners. They construct a house, give it rent, and they live in Dubai, they live in some other places. So they can't monitor what is happening in their house, and receiving payment also, rent is a problem. So we have a startup which brings tenant and house owners in the platform. So tenant with artificial intelligence he takes photos of entire house before given it to a tenant, and at the end of the year he evaluate whether any damage has been done, and if the damage is done, he have to pay that. He can make all payment online. He can sign rent agreement online. He get receipt online. So this is a very very innovative solution to a problem faced by the customer. So locating business idea. Same thing, a product, change how customers interact with you, change how get paid, payment gateways. An entrepreneurial process is all about discovering something new, something special, and look at the alternatives. So in the process, again, the question comes that when you have all these ideas, when you have all this product, so there's many are getting into something called jump start. They immediately jump into system, but there are a lot of legal process in that. So what is the process of entrepreneurship is? One is that if you have a product, you have to validate it, you have to test market. Then we also advise them to go with a small team. Instead of one person doing it, they have to make a small team. Once they have a team, they must register as a partnership, LLP, or private limited companies. So this registration is very, very important from the point of legal entity. Once you do that, then you have to register with the Startup India portal. You get a certificate as a startup. Startup India recognizes startup registered with the Startup India program. Once you have a startup registration, then you have get a lot of benefits also. Then you must go to the bank for funding. Funding, there are 3 types of funding for the startup. One is there are some grants available, including Atal Incubation Center. Second is there are some seed monies available from different agencies. You can also look for the seed money. Third is equity. There are some lot of venture capitalists who have a lot of money, but they want to invest with innovative product. So they will give money, whatever money you want, but take some percentage of equity. The last part is bank loan. So once you get a bank loan, then you must launch, soft launch, and launch a product to the market. So all these services are offered in the incubation center. So this is a brief idea about, I'll take some few questions if anything before I proceed further. Over to MC.
Yes. Thank you so much, Dr. A.P. Acharya sir. So if you have any questions, the audience, you can feel free to put your questions down in the Q&A section that Dr. A.P. Acharya sir could answer them for you. You can type them down right now in the chat box. Yes. So you're getting some wonderful feedback already in the chat box, saying a very informative session, a nice session. Yes.
And I also request you to connect to my incubation center. We have a hostel facility also. We encourage hostels to come and stay with us for good. We have setting up a fab lab also. We have three types of startup coming. One is guest incubators. They can come and stay with for some time, then you can leave. Then resident incubators, they stay with for 2 years, and we provide all the services. And third is student incubators, student startup. So anyone during the summer vacation, he has some idea, he want to convert into product, or if it's a product he want to introduce into market, test market in a controlled way, they can also approach us. I will leave my email ID and contact number. We'll be more than happy to support youngsters who want to become an entrepreneur. And Prime Minister keeps saying, in spite of Corona, says we want to become 5 trillion economy, US dollar economy. So in January, our economy is growing at 5%. I think by around September, it was negative, contracted 40%. And today we have been rated as fastest contracting economy in the world. So we need more entrepreneurs. We want more students to look around, as Prime Minister keeps saying that we have millions of problems and we have millions of young minds also. Every problem is an opportunity for us to become an entrepreneur. So any question if I have to take?
Yes. So, sir, we have a quick question in the Q&A session. So how much percentage we can give sharing to our investor?
That depends on how much money. There's something called each startup is valuated. Suppose we have a jackfruit company here, startup here. His valuation is about 25 lakhs. So he is looking for a 5 lakh funding. So that ratio equity is taken by the investors and total valuation. If he's taking 50% of the valuation, he have to take 50% equity then. So we help startup to have their valuation depending on the market revenue generation capacity, depending on the innovation of the product. There's a team to evaluate that. But it's a lengthy process. Angel investors, they suddenly look at a product innovation. We have a product which extract fragments from the jasmine flower. So it's very interesting. Some guy, angel investors, they're not evaluating anything at all. He is not worried about equity also. He pumped in around 20 lakhs for this project. There are some angel investors like this also. But venture capitalists, they totally evaluate, make a valuation of your firm, and depending on the amount they contributed, and they take equity. They will exist after some time.
Yes, thank you so much, sir. So we have one more quick question in the Q&A section. What is the basic criteria to become an entrepreneur? Is money important, or can anyone do it?
Yes, there is a myth, 3 myths in entrepreneurship. That is, one is that to become an entrepreneur, you need to have a lot of money. Second is you need to have a family background. Third is you must have an educational qualification to become an. All these are not true. Only requirement to be an entrepreneur is you must have a burning desire to be an entrepreneur. Number one, you must have an innovative idea. You must convert it into a product, and this product or a service that you invented should solve some social problems. Like one of the startup has invented a smart dustbin. So we have in every house a problem of this liquid waste and hard waste and soft waste. So they just dump in place and the person collects is difficult. So he has designed a smart dustbin which creates a lot of environmental problems also. The Tata Trust agreed to give him 25 lakh immediately as a seed money. So money is important, money matters definitely, but if you have a creative ideas, if you have a zeal, definitely fund will come to you.
Yes, thank you so much, sir. So we have one more question. Could you put some light on the new terminology that has come right now in the journey, which is intrapreneur. So a lot of people are not really aware of what is intrapreneur. Could you put some light on this?
Yeah. See, entrepreneurship is a way of life. Some entrepreneurial person has mental quality, they start a business, but some of them, they don't start a business, they work in existing enterprises. They're called entrepreneurs. If someone starts his own enterprise, he is called a businessman. If someone works for a business enterprise is already created by someone, he is called entrepreneur. One who works, like most of us work in the college, who work as an entrepreneur. We don't go by 9 to 5 person. We do innovation. We take a risk. So to be an entrepreneur, there are three things. One is you must have a very high goal. If I can jump 5 feet, I have a goal of jumping at 10 feet. Right? Second is to achieve that goal, I go with an innovative. I think we have Narendra Dayal Hospital. I was talking to the MD there. So his problem is nowadays, instead of earlier, youngsters used to bring the old people to the hospital for heart surgery. But today, old person brings kids to the hospital for heart surgery. He says when a heart patient comes to the hospital, he wants 80,000 rupees for an operation. But patient doesn't have. In a day, he says, I get 80 cases like this. To operate the patient, I need 80,000 rupees. But patient doesn't have the money. What to do now? He spoke to Chief Minister of Karnataka, told him that every farmer should contribute 10 rupees per day, 300 rupees per month. Yashaswini scheme has started. So free heart surgery. Now he says every mobile users should pay 10 rupees per month. How much mobile users we have? Government of Karnataka is thinking about it and make it compulsory that every mobile user should contribute 10 rupees per month. Huge amount. So if you go to any health problem, so government will cover that. So this is how the innovative way of achieving your goal. Third is risk taking. You must have an appetite for risk. If you are work in a comfort zone, entrepreneurship is not your path at all. You must become a head clerk. You just do what is told to you.
Yes, thank you so much, sir. So right now we understood about entrepreneurship, intrapreneur. Right now there is a new term again upcoming called as solopreneur. So how is the market currently for solopreneurs, and what would you suggest as an experience would be required for solopreneurs?
Solopreneur?
Yes, solopreneurs.
That's what I'm telling you. No, you can do a business alone, or you can do with a team. Now the government of India also started a one-man company, provision for one-man company. You register as a company but with one person. I don't encourage that. If you're doing a business, we don't register them as a startup in my incubation center also. To register as a startup, we say you must have a team as a legal entity. So for survival, for upscale, viability purpose, we also always encourage a team entrepreneurship, not solo entrepreneurship. If someone wants to start a journey alone, it's called solopreneur. It's fine so long as the idea is limited to a particular area or doesn't require much of a resources. It's fine. Like in and we have to go for a lot of legal process. For example, in Tamil Nadu, there was a case. It came up in Niti Aayog also when I was in Delhi. The kurkure, similar to kurkure, he made a mankari. It became so popular. Then initially kurkure didn't bother because mankari who bothers. But a day came where mankari became more popular than kurkure. This poor solopreneur doesn't know that how to get a patent, how to register. So they went to a court and his business was shut down completely. Lots of rupees lost. So you need to have a lot of legal formalities also. It's better to have a team for startup.
Yes. Thank you so much, Dr. APH, also for your amazing value addition. And this session was very, very informative. So we all got great insights from your session. We love the way how you put limelight, especially on entrepreneurship and how innovation can be added to this. So for a token of love, we have a wonderful e-certificate here. Could we have the e-certificate? Yes. So here is a token of appreciation for you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I invite all of you to my incubation center. I want all of your audience to be entrepreneur, take up entrepreneurship career path. Thank you very much. Thanks for the certificate also.
Once again, thank you so much, sir, for your fantabulous session. Now, moving ahead, I would like to hand over to our next MC. Over to you, MC Thomas.
Yeah, and between that, I would like to, add one more question, sir. It's not a question, but then people are very much interested to connect with you. So how can they connect with you, and
Can
maybe
I in
through
the
the
chat
social
box
media?
write my email ID and my phone number?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Over to you, sir. Please.
apachar@nitte.edu.in. I'll give my WhatsApp number also. Anybody can contact.
Also, I'll request the technical team to copy the number and share it in YouTube chat as well.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So you have shared your number, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, thank you so much. Once again, we'd like to extend our sincere thanks to you, sir, for your valuable time. And thanks to MC Jason. Well, audience, thank you so much for being with us since morning. In fact, for the last 2 days, this is day 3 of Tamil Nadu's largest career guidance digital conference. எஸ் தமிழ்நாடு அப்படின்னு சொல்லும்போது நிறைய பேர் தமிழும் வந்து பேசணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு எதிர்பார்ப்பீங்க. ஸோ இந்த நோட் இது வந்து தமிழ்நாட்டுடைய ஒரு பிரம்மாண்டமான கெரியர் கைடன்ஸ் கான்ஃபரன்ஸ் அப்படின்றத சொல்லலாம். ஸோ சாட்டர்டே ஆரம்பித்தோம், சண்டே செகண்ட் டே, 2 நாளுக்கு ஃபுல் டே போச்சு. இன்னைக்கு ஃப்ரம் டுடே ஆன்வர்ட்ஸ் மண்டே டு ஃப்ரைடே பீங் ஒர்க்கிங் டே ஃபார் அதர்ஸ், வி வாண்டட் டு கிவ் யுவர் ஓன் ஸ்பேஸ். உங்களுடைய ஒர்க்கை முடிச்சுட்டு நீங்கள் வந்து வரணும் அப்படின்றதுக்காக we have planned from 3 to 6 p.m. So for the next 4 days, that is Tuesday to Friday, this is going to be from 3 to 6 p.m. And if you have not yet been part of any of the WhatsApp group, or if you have not yet registered for the conference, I would request you can go to website 3gmelife.com and you need to click Tamil Nadu state. அதுக்கப்புறமா வந்து you need to select register now. So once you click that, it will give you a form. You need to fill the form. I'm going to ask for the referral code. If you know the person who has invited you for the conference, you can put the referral code. Or if you have come through any other random link from the Facebook or anywhere else, you can use our national leader Dr. Maharaja's code 002 and you'll be able to register. The reason why we're asking you to register is once you register, you'll find a link. At the end, you'll find get updates from WhatsApp. Once you click that green color tab, you'll be added to the WhatsApp group. So from there, you'll be getting all other updates from us. So that is the basic thing you need to do that. And also that would be one of the criteria for you to get the free e-certificates as well. So because after the conference, we'll be sending the link to all of you through the WhatsApp group as well. So these are the basic things you have to do to be a part of 3G and also to get regular updates in future. And basic certificates, what you are getting, there are 3 types of certificate. One is the completely free certificate for attending artificial intelligence webinar. And the second certificate for career counseling foundation certificate, you will be taking a small test that will be a multiple choice question online. All the link would be shared in the dashboard. Once the webinar is over, you will be getting a link in your email, and once you open that, you will be able to find your dashboard where you can apply for your all the certificates. And before that, there is one more update which is World Book of Records certificate, for which you can pay the nominal fee directly in the website, and you'll be getting the certificate within 15 working days. When I say 15 working days, please exclude Saturday, Sunday. So which means ideally somewhere between 20th to 25th, or maximum please give us a month, so that you'll be getting. In spite of that, if you don't get, then you can contact our support team. And also please do join all the WhatsApp, any of the WhatsApp groups, as we have been keep saying. And another important thing, you need to fill in the session review form. It's called as the session and speaker review form. For every session, you can review that, and again you can open the form once again. It's going to be the same link. You can click the link again and you can fill it for the speaker as well. So that's going to be a great feedback for us from you all. So these are the basic doubts you would be having, and for the next 6 more days, the agenda would be shared in the WhatsApp group. That's also one reason you have to be in WhatsApp group, because every day in the morning or afternoon, we will share the PDF of the agenda in all the WhatsApp group. So with that, we'd like to close this session for today, and we are looking forward to meeting you all by tomorrow sharp at 3 p.m. By 2:45, we'll open the login. You can log in and we'll be playing a lot of videos. And even now, at the end, after I close, we'll be playing videos for 5 to 10 minutes. We can watch those videos. As I said yesterday in my introductory note, every time you watch the video, after every session, you will understand it better. When you watch for the first time yesterday morning, you would have understood something. But after yesterday's 3G Live platform and the business opportunity session, you would have understood more when you watch the video. So keep watching the video, and also you can watch these videos in our YouTube channel as well, Dr. Shahid Solil, and also 3G IRPS channel. You can anytime watch the videos in the YouTube channel. You can bookmark the channel, and we'll also be uploading a lot of videos as well. As Dr. Maharaja said yesterday, after the conference, we'll be editing some of the videos, and we'll be sharing the videos also in the WhatsApp group. So you have so much of benefits being a part of the WhatsApp group. All you need to do is register in the website and then get added to the WhatsApp group, so that you can stay connected with us With that, we like to close for the day. Thank you all the MCs who have been of a great support since for Saturday and also for today. Special thanks to College Innovators team from where MCs have also been doing great job, and thanks to the entire MC team and the backend team. And definitely we have a lot more days. In the upcoming days, you'll come to know how many people are working in this project. Not only those who are on camera over here. Being this, there are a lot more team who have been responding to you in the chat box, who have been sending you messages in Google chat. So definitely our team wants to give you more and more. So all we expect from you all is you can just log in at 2:45 tomorrow, and also please do invite your friends as well. Take some pictures, take some screenshots, share it in Facebook, in other social media, saying that you are attending Tamil Nadu's largest career guidance conference, so that your friends also get benefited out of it. Thank you once again, MC Thamarasan signing off along with MC Nandini Aravindan and the entire MC team. And over to the technical team for the video.